Alrighty then, ladies and gentlemen, my girls, gals, non-binary pals, guys all over. What's going on? Welcome to another 9MOONS monthly event. This is 9MOONS' Street Fighter 6, number 32, $100 monthly, number 6. And if you already know my face, you already know who I am, the guy with the dope rhymes, Cool Mocha Time. And I'm joined by the wonderful and honestly, really chill. What's going on, brother?
Nothing much. I'm really excited to get into these matches today. It's looking like some good stuff today. We got a few killers in this bracket over here. We got the returning champion, two-time champion,
Ooh,
Azan on the Jamie.
alright.
I gotta ask Kuma, what are your thoughts on the Jamie here? He's won two in a row.
I mean, if Jamie's won two in a row, he's doing something that these other Jamies aren't doing. Matter of fact, you know what I mean? When we see characters that are normally not winning these type of tournaments, or at least not normally making these top eights, it picks at your brain and it's like, what are they doing? And then we watch them, it's like, oh, I see. The way I feel about Jamie, Jamie's pretty strong for the most part. I think Jamie has a couple of good buttons, crouch medium kick, stand medium kick. Not to mention he has Rekka, and ever since they changed his options with his drink, it has opened up so much. Drinking out the grab, helping it refill his meter. Not to mention he still has a dive kick, which could probably use a more like, how do I word this? Another tuning to work in his favor. But other than that, I mean, Jamie is still pretty fun to me at least.
Yeah,
How do you feel about
yeah, yeah. I think Jamie is absolutely one of the biggest winners of the last patch. I think it's very important not to downplay some of the changes he got, especially that drive gauge change.
it?
It's definitely one of those hidden changes that you really don't see a lot, but
Yeah.
in practice, I mean, it lets him open up a lot more pressure. Those
Mhm.
really good normals that you mentioned earlier, with the stand medium kick as well. Being able to drive rush off that, yeah, just get some mad plus frames. The +2
Yeah.
stand medium punch now, forcing some real strike throw. Yeah, I mean, he's just looking good, and that's one thing I really like about Azan. You can look at his gameplay as much as you want, try and emulate him as much as you want, but he's got something about him. He's got that X factor that I don't see a lot
Right.
of these Jamies happening.
He's got that little swagger too, you know what I'm saying? It's like, it's kind of like making a turn on the street. It's like you make that nice little inline turn. It's nice and smooth. You ain't like tilt nothing. You ain't break nothing. And you see the person do it behind you. It's like, you can't do it like, you can't just do it like, sorry.
Yeah, no, absolutely not. I mean, Azan has got like that. That's the one thing with Jamie, right? He's this one of the most stylish characters in the game. I mean, he's got that swagger. He's got that break dance. He's got the smoothness, and Azan just fully embodies that. It's
And
great to see.
it's always one. You are not wrong about that. And it's also wonderful to see when we get our opponents up in here in just a bit. But actually, do we have a Maturino that we can always link to? Can't remember.
Yes, I believe we do have a Maturino. Go support the players with the command exploit Maturino in chat. Claim your codes. Feel free to donate as well.
Leave. So you can use some of those codes. It makes people want to play more. It makes us want to come back and see y'all play better. And it gives people a reason to be like, all right, I gotta turn up and lock in for a second, Put the music on.
Yeah, yeah, that's a big thing as well. You gotta have a little bit of stakes on these because if you just play it for nothing in these tournaments, these monthlies, it loses a little bit of something. But now you always playing for something here at 9MOONS. That's what I'll say.
Yeah. And who doesn't like winning? Money, matter of fact. But who also doesn't like winning and creating that notoriety? I see
That's
Jewelman
true.
in chat talking about some gonna get your character live by the ops if you keep winning. That's why he stays losing. Well, hate to break it to you, brother, but that's not gonna make it any better. Well, what's going on, by the way, Jewel man? Good to see that name around. They're
I
also in
like that.
brackets for that as well.
I like that. It's that's good. I like that, Jewel man. That's a good one.
He's not,
I
but
was
he's not wrong though, not at all.
yeah. I mean, fair. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah.
there's truth in what some of these players say, which is the craziest part about it. Like
Yeah,
Jamie,
yeah.
one Azan, one winning these 9MOONS tournaments twice in a row. Yeah, somebody about to lab that character and be like, all right, I got you this time, bro.
Yeah, so somebody's going to learn the matchup eventually in one of these brackets. I swear, but I don't know if it's not a knowing the matchup. I play against a lot of Jamies because one of my buddies, one of my trading partners, he plays Jamie, so I got a lot of experience against him. But like, if I went up against Azan, I'm still getting smoked. I'm gonna be honest.
Yeah, it's a different type of Jamie. Not every player plays the character that go up against the same. Everyone's completely different. It's just the same game plan that's just kind of reinvented. You know what I mean? It's not gonna always be, oh, strike, 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 throw, or oh, strike. low button, strike, low button. You know, it's different layers. But we're
Yeah,
getting into these different
absolutely.
layers. Matter of fact, here with Kimberly and Cammy on the screen. Interesting.
Yeah, this is one of those matchups that I loved watching, especially during the Street Fighter League finals that we had. We had a lot of Kimberlys. I believe it was 3 Kimberlys, but 2 hooligan throws
Yeah.
to start us off.
Not to mention, some of those throws came from Hooligan as well, so that opened up a lot of Metsu's options here, still going in. But Kimberly right now on the offense here is going to push us closer and closer to that corner. But with the beautiful spin knuckle to kind of create some space back.
Whoa!
There is the Hooligan once again. Nice and poo.
Yeah, that was very good stuff there. I cannot believe that. That worked, but nice. Finds the whiff punish with the crouching medium punch there. Said, who nerfed that button?
No one nerfed that button. Cammy is still good, still strong, not changed a singular bit. But Kimberly also hasn't changed a singular bit. Beautiful combo from Kim right here.
Yeah, I like that setup into the bomb there to go ahead and get that. Go ahead and lands the throw with the OD bomb mix-up. Look at that. Big, oh, right into another mix-up. The big shimmy, though. Look at that. That's optimal.
That is so goddamn optimal. Matter of fact, we're gonna cash out with the super, and I think they're not dead, but we're gonna have to see because this depends. Okay, not quite at all.
Not
Perfect.
quite, but finds it with the meaty there. Wow, that Kim combo. Yeah, Kim obviously not one of those characters that does a lot of that big damage there, but I mean, still finding the kill there. Nice whiff punish though. Gonna get some nice quarter carry into the reset.
Ooh. That was sneaky and a little bit cheeky, but Kimberly is now on the defense with Cammy staying strong into level 3. And ever since she's gotten that target combo change, it's opened up so many different things for her. That level 3 going right now. Boom. Spin knuckle? No.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, that. Ooh, look at that counter hit confirm of that crouching medium punch. There, great awareness from Kim Dot here.
Mm-hmm. Staying alive right now. There's a hit from Kimberly's going, putting Cammy to the corner now. Beautiful. Get away from Kimberly right there.
Yeah,
Gotta just
not
play
good
his...
anything.
Oh,
Look at that. Ooh.
not dead. What a DP.
Yeah, I mean, especially that's one thing we've seen, especially against the Kimberly players. The Kimberly, the mix-up is very strong, but he's gonna go ahead and try to go with the hooligan. I don't know why he did that. Oh, and he's gonna go ahead and hit the level 1. He's gonna be through, but he's not gonna be dead though. One more neutral interaction.
Oh!
Wow.
You gotta be shitting me.
Game 1.
Wow.
That's game 1.
Yeah, that's game
that's
one.
game 1. This is what we're
That's
doing.
game one.
All right. Okay. All right. Yep. Sure. We'll go with that. Yep. All right.
It is what it is. We got a little bit of little change of scenery right here. All right, starting us off with a dive kick, but Metsu unfortunately taking a couple hits, adding up to 7 at the corner right now. DP
Yeah.
wants to
Look
escape.
at that. Look at that Metsu not being afraid to DP, showing early on that Insanity Vein is actually gonna have to do a little bit more to try and run that offense against the Cammy.
And I think the best part for Cammy's change with her DP is that we used to switch sides when in previous patches, but now it doesn't, which kind of creates a bit of a better opening. Nice level 1, by the way. And what I mean by better opening is, if you get caught by that EX DP, you're still going to have to deal with Cammy moving in front of you.
Yeah, you absolutely are. Yeah, absolutely. Look at that big confirm, though, from Insanity Veins to take the round. Wow, look at those run stop combos.
Nicely done, bro.
Oh,
Beautiful
baits the
punch.
anti-air. Look at that. Cammy's a little tricky with the aerial approach. Maybe Insanity Veins will think twice about anti-airing next time.
Maybe so, but we're going to have to see now. We got one more shot of life. There is a meaty crouch heavy punch from Cammy, and this is a dead Kimberly. Sorry, Ninja Girl. Going downstairs. One more time, though. Final round.
Yeah, I mean, it's looking like right here, honestly, Insanity Veins is getting or it looks like MetsuCoOK here is actually getting into his groove. Gonna go ahead and start maybe doing a little bit more tricky stuff on the Cammy here. Checking that drive rush. Look at that awareness. Ooh.
That was very good. Yo, do it again. Do it again. You ain't gonna do it again. Damn. You got me hyped up for nothing. Alright. Corner now. I got hit.
I got hit. Yeah,
got hit.
I'm glad we had the same idea there, Kumo. Yeah, I got hit. Absolutely, I got hit.
Well, with that being said, Insanity Veins is going to be moving onward, is what I would have said. Are we rematching again? Oh, yeah, we are.
Oh yeah, we're first to 3 out here.
Oh, okay. Oh, okay. See, that's how you know I haven't been here for a minute. First to 3. It's alright, though. There's a DP. Interesting choices.
Oh, look at that meaty DI, though. What's the situation afterwards? What are we looking for? Okay, we're going to take early. I like that, though.
What a dive kick.
Yeah,
Oh,
big
but
confirm.
beautiful press from insanityveins right here. And I think what's even more, just a tad bit annoying for both players is that both these characters are mobile. Wants to move around, wants to do nothing but these buttons right here. As a matter of fact, no more buttons. Just take some big damage from Cammy White herself and make sure it kills two. Close enough.
Uh-oh.
Uh-oh. Come on, one more.
Oh, no. Oh, yeah, that got a little sketchy there for MetsuCoOK there at the end, but keeping his composure a little bit, trying to get the chip kill there. But, oh, look at that. A little bit of a missed jump there. Wakes up level 3. Gets blocked.
Now it's time, because now you got to do it once again. The same Cammy situation you hate before ends up with the DP. Sub wanted to go for a throw, but that was a better choice. However...
Ooh!
What a situation to be in. Double entendre. Swapping sides now, getting away from the corner. Spiral arrow.
I like that. Good neutral jump to go ahead and get out of that DI situation. The stun combo there. He's going to go ahead and wake up at the level 1. I believe that will do it. And I believe that's... Wow, look at that. MetsuCoOK taking another game.
And
Goodness
you know,
gracious.
against a that was very good. I like. Alrighty,
Yeah.
this would be a rough one, maybe. Let's see.
Yeah, really excited to see what this Akuma decides to do here. I mean, it's a very big thing that Honda doesn't have the best answers to air fireball, especially. I mean, headbutt's really good for the normal anti-airs, the dive kicks, all that stuff, but not for the air fireball.
Right, and the double stand heavy kick whiffing, unfortunately, Jewelman probably wasn't ready to punish that on time. It is what it is, though. Now, the thing that you may see Jewelman probably go for is trying to clap away some of those projectiles, but versus Kuma here, who is seemingly locking them down with these projectiles, not going to happen just yet. As we go in, spinning our drive, cash all out, but there's a grab, trying to reverse situation. Slam, though, locking us in place right here.
Yeah, I mean, look at that chip damage that Jewelman is doing here. Gonna go ahead and get the throw into the Akuma. Look at that. Ooh. Look at that. He's got the answers. He said, I didn't know what I was talking about. He's got EX headbutt to deal with air fireball. Screw that.
Jewelman cannot lose right now because guess what? That punish right there is sealing the deal for this round.
Yeah,
and
absolutely.
That is a testament of how this may go. And you're right about that. Absolutely indeed, as we get a reversal headbutt.
Yeah, look at that. I mean, he's trying to do those. He's trying to clap away the fireballs, but unfortunately, I don't know if he's doing it reactionary, but he's going to get a big combo here. Safe jump setup.
All close enough, but a beautiful jump in. Didn't have enough to show for it, though. Both players with level 3 each. Jewelman with the Oicho throw reset. Nicely done. Akuma's in the yellow now.
Yeah, I don't know. Maybe he could have killed with the level 3 confirm there, but I don't think he quite could have. Very good awareness to go ahead and go for the reset there. Yep. Do some more air fireballs with sustain heavy kick though.
Uh-oh. And see, here's the thing that you're doing, Kuma. You're pushing Jewel closer and closer to the corner. Ooh. What a beautiful demon throw. Oh my god, and you're a burnout.
Is that it?
No.
Oh no.
It's okay. You
Woo! Woo! What's going on? What's happening?
You know what? Look, punch the papers real quick. Get this to the presses, because this man.
Oh, we're gonna get back into this though. Look at this, Jewelman, Kuma. I don't know what was going on, but it looks like we're back here. We are back with some Akuma. We are back with some Honda. I'm excited to see what goes down.
We're back with 2 headbutts in a row for Jewelman.
Where's the drive gauge?
Right, Garrett, gone. You didn't see it. It never existed in the first place. Another headbutt. Jesus Christ.
Good lord! Look at the chip.
And that's.
I don't think he's been hit.
No. If he's been hit, it wasn't enough to make him go on defense mode.
Yeah, I mean, look at that. I mean, it's already looking like crazy here. Jewelman.
Yo, they got a family, bro. Jewelman, come on.
Take it easy. Take it easy on him, Jewelman.
You just kick him in the shin real quick, to the head and everything.
Yeah, he did take that. He did take that 40 straight to the head, if I'm being honest here.
By the 9, I'm tweaking, Your Honor.
By the 9, I'm tweaking. Look at that big throw. He's gonna go ahead. Another headbutt just to burn him out. Counter hit, stand heavy kick. Maybe Kuba's gonna start some offense here. Ooh, don't like confirm.
And it's hard to start offense because look at how Kuma's playing is right now. They're playing very passively, not too sure how to really approach Jewelman here. And if there's anything that I know about a charge character, is if you walk up on them, you're giving them advantage to just hold back at all given points, which is why we're about to see a dead Kuma right here from Jewelman himself.
Yeah, I mean, Jewelman is looking extremely strong. I'm gonna be honest, Jewelman, you didn't impress me with last month's performance. This month's performance, I gotta say, you are showing out. You are showing up, Jewelman. Honda is looking good.
Mm-hmm. Beautiful overhead to get caught by, but jewelman unfortunately not taking enough damage for Kuma's pleasure here. Going with a couple light buttons, and there's a headbutt to end it off. Not sure
Where's your
if that
drive
was.
gauge?
Yeah. Well, you're about to die now. Close enough. Sumo Spirit.
You are absolutely about to die. I mean, I don't know if it was the biggest, the best idea that you could do there to go ahead and spin 3 bars of drive gauge in the Honda matchup. It's good to keep it nice and, oh, good punish though on the hands. I like that.
Something that you also.
Whoa.
My goodness. Hey, now back to this. Back to... Okay, I get it. You try to clap with a projectile. It don't work like that.
Oh, big dive kick though. Did not
Uh-oh.
confirm standing, and he gets the punish on the drop combo. Jewelman. Gonna go ahead and secure another one. This is looking like a clean sweep right here.
So far, it might be, but we gotta find out just in a bit here, because Kuma is once again in burnout. Shades of no other prodigy here. Going right in with another stand heavy kick. Gonna end it off with a sweep. Safe jump setup. Yes, please. Uh-oh. One more hit could do it for Jewelman here.
Yeah, I like that. It's especially really good. I think Kuma's definitely into his groove here on this game. He's got the drive gauge back. Yeah, I like that. No other prodigy early. That way you get the drive gauge back when you start on defense. He's a level ahead of us, Kuma.
You know, I get it, and I'm sorry if I disrespected your gangster, but you about to go into burnout again because you're not parrying, my boy. Big hand slap. You're at the corner once again trying to escape, and there's a projectile. Don't come near me, please.
Yeah, those fireballs are absolutely fantastic at boxing Honda out with the headbutt. I think it's very. Whoa! Did he just drive rush sumo charge?
You know what? That's a different type of Honda. I ain't never seen that before.
That is a different type of Honda, but look at that. He's gonna go and get the knockdown there. Big meaty, very meaty on that stand medium kick. Gonna go ahead and get the reset with the overhead, knock him down. No parries. There it is. We were talking about it earlier. Look at that.
He was just patiently waiting for it, and now we're still seeing Kuma trying to get some momentum back here. Jewelman now starting to seem like there's a little bit of issue is what I would have said, but unfortunately, they got 100 hand slapped to 17 hits.
100 hands. I mean, Kuma's looking like he's wanting to just throw some fireballs, stop the headbutts going on here, playing some nice little footsies. Look at that big whiff punish though. He's gonna go get the swat. He's gonna go get the knockdown into the dash. No double dash though. Not get his Oki. Gonna go drive reversal, but the Oicho throw is gonna take it.
Put the boots on.
Jewelman 3-0. I like this performance, Jewelman. It's looking really good. I like it. It's looking a lot better.
Right there.
I like
but I'm gonna tell you what also is an onslaught really quickly before we can geek out about more Dragon Ball. Cammy versus Jury, evening up the odds with Ferreras and HereticMAGICMAN on the screen right here.
Yeah, I mean, already, that was a strong start from Ferreras here. The stand heavy punch confirmed and the drive rush crouching heavy punch as well. Look at that. Crouching medium kick into drive rush. Yep, we love that. That's our favorite here. Ooh, shimmy whiffs, though.
Nice sweet punish, as a matter of fact, but a perfect parry for MAGICMAN to put Cammy into the corner with an overhead that unfortunately got DP'd. And something about this matchup for both Cammy and Jerry, both of these characters have some pretty good buttons, good reach on both of them. Both characters with access to dive kick. Nice combo from Ferreras right there to end it all as we step into round 2. But to bring it back, it's just, both of these characters know how to play aggressive, they know how to play defensive. They both got the same access to tools, like that crouching medium kick right there. But also, Cammy has the likes, stand heavy punch, stand heavy kick, DP, like right there. And again, dive kick and stand light kick. My goodness, so many buttons.
Yeah, so many good buttons from both of these characters. Look at that. He's going to go ahead and get the optimal punish for that drive gauge there. I believe this could be dead. We'll see if Cammy's a low damage character or not.
That's so dead.
Who's lying to me, chat? Who's lying to me?
Hey, I played Cammy long enough to know that that combo should definitely do some hurt. And we're stepping into game number 2 with Ferreras already 1-up.
Wow, look at that. Optimal starter there. That forward heavy punch is very good with the auto-timed overhead afterwards. Yeah, oh my goodness, Ferreras is not afraid to throw out that DP.
No, and you shouldn't be afraid, but it's not going to be a good idea versus MAGICMAN, who seems to have a understanding of how Ferreras' offense is working, but we're seeing a change in pace right now. Beautiful.
We're seeing a little bit, trying to slow it down here. Yeah, look at that. Ferreras is just trying to get Heretic Magic Man over here, trying to get him off of him, but the DP whiffs. Maybe playing a little bit too slow.
Maybe so. And I think what helps is that Jury's buttons are all drivers cancelable. Nice whip plans with the stand heavy kick from Cammy, by the way. But it's gonna be pretty major once Magic Man gets their offense started after one mistake from Ferreras, if they don't play tight enough.
Yeah, look at that again. Baiting it. Look at that optimal starter. Drivers forward, heavy punch into the level 2. Burn some more drive gauge. Wow. Talk about a bad situation, right?
Still looking bad. Matter of fact, he's got the insult still. We're about to make it kill, hopefully. Nope.
Yeah, drops on that level 2 combo, unfortunately. But looks like Ferreras isn't quite done yet. Still got 2 bars of super on the table. Anti-air comes in. Delay meaty. Catching out that delay tag. Very good stuff from Ferreras here.
So far, so good. Cammy, the white devil herself, is still being a problem. I love to see it.
Cammy White's always a problem. You see the Twitter discourse here lately?
I love Twitter discourse because half of it is real, half of it is not real. You just can't take it seriously.
Wow, look at that EXDP from downtown, 100-yard line, but look at that. Heretic Magic Man is ready for the anti-air. No dive kicks, no fly zone.
You gotta be ready to DP some of these dive kicks at times because situations where you're now in the corner, as we are right now, it's not looking too good. But Heretic here, staying in it to win it.
Oh my god, Ferreras just letting the DPs whiff, does not care. Gonna go ahead and get some more dive kick pressure here though, but Magic Man fires back.
And they're still firing back strong. Yo, Blender, check it out. We about to get a beautiful block right here in just a bit. I said beautiful block, nah, pressure time. He parried it. Interesting choice.
Again, I'm gonna say it as he finishes this combo. I got hit. Magic Man didn't. Magic Man is clearly the better player.
On God, so true, bestie. So far, just kind of feeling it out. Oh!
Ooh!
Wow. Okay, he got hit on the way down. I was impressed with that one. I thought he could have blocked it.
Yeah, I mean, it is a little bit fast, but even with that, look at that. Frame kill, big plus frames on block. Tries to go for the throw. No cross cut, but gets the throw back throw into it. Ooh, what a throw!
That is... Oh!
He saved the beater? He saved the beater?
Yes, he saved it. He's got 2 bars.
Sheesh.
Oh, and a perfect parry, no less, too. Cammy gets so much mileage off of just one combo into Spiral Arrow. It's so insane.
Yeah, I mean, she gets that full screen quarter carry, especially with everything she does. You saw how far that level 1 took him. But yeah, we're going to get some more throw pressure started here. Hooligan! Whoa!
Oh, not like this, chat.
Skis.
Not like this, chat. Mink!
Confirm skis. I like that. Whoa!
Oh! You know, I get it. Because you wanted to see if they were going to press. In a situation like that, you wouldn't think they'd level 3. But Magic Man made the right call, and is still making the right pick with offense, but both players with the same bar of health, and there's a throw that ended up.
Yeah, that was nutty, I'm not going to lie. Waking up level 3 after getting hit by a level 3, one of the riskiest things you could do, but it paid off pretty well, but unfortunately wasn't able to close it out. Look at that. Crouching medium kick confirmed into the viral arrow.
And not to mention, this is also 2-1 for Ferreras right now. He's got a lot of momentum to work with lead, in-game, in-set count, and we're still seeing that lead with level 1 putting some more hurt on the drive meter and health bar for Jerry here.
Yeah, I mean, look at that. They were mid-screen right there, just a level 1. You're in the corner, period. Look at that air-to-air jumping medium punch into the full combo.
And a throw to end it off. Optimization station with a throw to leave you bleeding out, baby. Now this is potential set point for Ferreras here. It's looking like it's gonna happen to make it 3-1. Let's see what Magic Man can do on defense right now.
Oh, I like that. High jump, medium punch into the EX dive kick to bait something. Yeah, look at that. I was going to try to get the back throw there, but unfortunately gets tagged, but gets the back throw anyway in the next situation. Look at that. Plus frames.
Let's see what the next situation is after this one's going to get a full house stock. He's got block pressure on deck right now. Don't let him go. Oh, you're letting him go.
Yeah, don't let him get into that corner, but he's out. But look at that Jury drive rush. He's going to spend it all, and he's going to get the round. Look at that. He's back in the game. Magic Man is saying, I'm not going down without a fight.
Nope, you can't. And I like that Magic Man ended it off with Jury's target combo, as a matter of fact, because it didn't have to worry about spending meter at all.
Yeah, that's one of those important things that if the target combo kills, you don't have to worry about the level 1. Crouching medium punch finds it mark, though. You still got the level 3 on deck. One confirmed, but the level 3 kills here. Magic Man, what do you do?
We press buttons to escape the corner. We jump up, and we're still pressing buttons because we don't want Ferreras to take another game here to move forward. And I'm still going in here, but I'm breaking the throw as a matter of fact. I'm gonna interrupt, and we're gonna keep going strong. Never mind.
Look at that. It looks like a little bit of an unfortunate drop combo here. This could be it. That is your tournament life on the line because of that drop combo. Very unfortunate. That is Magic Man losing, getting sent down to losers, but with Ferreras taking the W with the K. But I believe we're going to get started actually this time, unfortunately. We had a little bit of the old man button check there. FluxWaveZ versus LegendaryJiggyXV.
Jiggy with it, get jiggy with it. 15, not to mention. No shades of KOF there. Matter of fact, we having a little zoning game, as a matter of fact. Okay, and look what we're dealing with right here. What do you do about this? For a new person, this looks like hell.
Yeah, I mean, people say it all the time. JP is an NRS character, but I mean, I love to watch this character. Look at that. I mean, that's how you get through it. That's how you get through it. That's how you get through it.
This is how it begins, and this is how it ends, with a jump in from FluxWaveZ themselves to go into round 2.
Yeah, look at that. Huge stuff there. FluxWaveZ, as always, on point with that Ultimate Master. Love the new stuff going on there.
Oh my god, JP, so cool. Look at what I can do with JP, Mom. I'm gonna zone you out. I'm gonna use spikes. I'm gonna use more of these spikes. I'm gonna set up portals, and I'm gonna use spikes and projectiles, and you're not gonna know how to get in. Well, I want to see a Tatsu happen, so you need to do it right now.
Yeah, I'm gonna be honest. This is like music to my ears right here. I absolutely love zoners. I love zoning patterns. Look at the confirm, big confirm there. I mean, I say zoning patterns, but when you get EX spiked into level 3 for like 50%, that's gotta hurt. That's gotta hurt, you know.
That hits a little hard towards home. I'm not even gonna lie. Well, we gotta see what Jig can do about this zoning JP, because right now they're still taking some damage. Not too sure what can we do here. And it sucks because you would think parrying a lot of those projectiles is the option to go for, which it kind of is. But then JP can close the gap.
Yeah, JP can either close the gap or feint the projectiles. God forbid he just feint the projectiles. You just stand there with your pants down in parry recovery.
Well, now we see that Jig has finally gotten in. He's finally getting some sauce started here with the Shogeki into the perfect parry. Talk about double entendre of damage. However, you see the mash, you know what happened, and the reset. What do you want me to say? What do you want me to say, huh?
Oh, look at that. He said portals. Yeah, no, we don't do that here. Drive rush forward, baits the amnesia. No, confirm it to the kill, though.
All you have to do is just, oh no, this is not.
Oh no, oh no. All you have to do is survive, I think you mean.
You can't survive, no! He couldn't survive!
Yeah, that's terrifying. I'm not blocking that. I don't blame you for getting hit by that legendary jig. But look at that whiff punish, getting it started off.
And FluxWaveZ is still trying to keep that offense going, but Jig with a throw to try and stop something and understand, what do I need to do? That anti-air was there for a reason. You shouldn't jump on JP again. And the best part, JP's anti-air is really good. Both like back heavy kick, crouching heavy kick, or punch. It's so good. So good.
Yeah, especially the forward heavy kick that you just mentioned. It leads to like an absurd amount of damage on hit. You can drive rush cancel. You can do anything you want off of it. It's very good.
Speaking of doing anything you want, Flux is still doing whatever they want. Legendary Jig hasn't even given them a solid response yet, and it sucks. You gotta be on the defensive for a little bit. Just inch yourself closer. There's the Tatsu coming out again.
Yeah, look at that. That's big stuff there. Oh, but he's going to go ahead and get the confirm into it. Yep, that's going to be level 1. That's going to be dead. One thing I really want to see from Legendary Jig here, that full screen heavy Tatsus he's doing, that he's getting through those projectiles. I don't know if he knows this. He could actually get a DP if he hits at the max range into the level 3. That's a nice chunk of damage.
Ooh, and Ryu does hit like a truck, the secret top tier, as coined by some of the FGC nerds around here. And look,
yeah, he just won $1 million, Kumo.
Hey, look, that man is no longer broke. Well, he hasn't been broke since Ken talked to him in his game. Lore-wise, that man Ken gave him $1 million card, and he ain't even know how to use it for real. Ryu using debit cards is insane.
Yeah, that is so true. But yeah, I mean, look at that. He's gonna go get the nice confirm there. Meaty Hashogeki throw gets teched. FluxWave's teching a little bit early. I don't know if Legendary Jig can do something to do that, but look at that. He's gonna go for another Meaty Hashogeki. He does go for the shimmy, but unfortunately FluxWave does stop bite, but the throw whiffs into the full heavy swipe confirm.
And now we are once again back in the same situation, but the Tatsu was now punished, and Jig is once again down another round for our good friend FluxWave here to move on if they can let that happen. We're gonna have to see what's coming up from Jig. They were doing fine, made a couple of adjustments, jumped in a few more times when they had a close range. The only problem now is just trying to read them.
Yeah, that's one big thing here. Especially you gotta open your third eye, get through that zoning pattern. That's very important. No punish on the sweep though. Big sweep in return.
Trying to play this range game with JP, which can barely just work out. That cane is a little bit too disjointed for you, Ryu. Sorry, bro. You can't break it either. Level 3, here we go.
Yeah, look at that. That's what we were talking about earlier, Kumo. That EX spike into level 3. That's a lot of damage for getting hit by a projectile.
Blender, it happens so goddamn much. I don't even know if I'm looking at the right game anymore at this point.
Yeah, I mean, look at that. He's low on drive gauge. This is looking rough for Jigs here. He's going to try to jump, but unfortunately gets anti-aired by the JP. The FluxWaveZ taking it a nice, clean.
Because something with Jury versus Ed, and it's, correct me if I'm wrong, but Ed can kind of just play a sort of zoning game. Not to mention they have Flicker and the webs as well, and not to mention Kill Rush, which allows them to go in with just 2 kick buttons, and like so, we're about to see it right there.
Yeah, I mean, just look at that. Right. Speak of the devil, commentator's curse. Oh, big punish, though. Not everybody punishes that. Not going to get the full combo, unfortunately.
Right. And something that I also want to see coming out of Mello right here is just knowing the timing of when to jump in on Ed and knowing when to play around that web. But right now, we're seeing that Mello is finally getting some started with another crouching medium kick into the throw, trying to reverse the situation here to put Ed towards the corner.
They're going to go ahead and trying to get some offense started on the side of Mello here, but he's going to go ahead and react with the DI back. Says, no, that's not the correct answer. He's going to go, ooh, that looked optimal. You see that starter stand heavy kick and the dropper stand heavy kick?
It's a little saucy, a little meaty, I gotta say. Put some meat on that, by the way, why don't you? Because it was too good.
Put some Raisin Cane sauce on it, maybe? Cool?
No! I mean, you could, but I'm not gonna eat it. She gotta eat a level 3, though. And look where their dry meter is, by the way. Look at this. Look at this.
Yeah, that's going to be an early bird out already from the side of Charlie here. Yeah, I mean, look at that. That's plus a bajillion on block. You unfortunately just got to take that throw. But now you're in the corner. What are you going to do?
If you don't have parry at all, you got to hold this combo and this stun. Charge it up. Mink. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9.
Yeah, how many heavy buttons can we get in one combo? That's all I gotta say, Kumo. The Ed is looking very clean, very solid, holding down the neutral, making sure the Mello does not have a way to approach.
And it sucks too because that's what Jury wants. She wants to be in his face as much as possible, but it's just really, really rough. But now you're seeing Mello trying to get something started there, but just backing away. I will say, knowing when to engage and disengage with Ed will definitely help a lot. But even then, it's still rough because Ed can always just close the gap with just a simple special button and a simple flicker web like so in the combo, matter of fact.
Yeah, I mean, look at that. He's going to go ahead and spin the EX flicker there to go ahead and get it, but he finds the dive kick. Even though he is in burnout, he's going to find some pressure here, but unfortunately decides to do a little bit of baiting. Kimchi slapper, better known as Charlie's. Oh, look at that. Resets. You are not getting away.
You're still not getting away. Didn't want to use any meter as well either. I probably couldn't offer that combo, but it's all right. We're getting a whip punish from Mello themselves here. It's gonna go into the level 2, and you gotta make a kill. You have to. Don't drop it, please. Marble 3.
You gotta make a kill, or you gotta go into a safe jump into the the overhead. Look at that. He gets turned on Mello. Unfortunately, that was your way back in, but Charlie kept his composure. Kept it there, finds the crouching heavy kick there to secure the round. Look at that.
This is looking so tough for Mello and Jury right here. Jury unsure of an answer to give to their player here. Mello unsure what to do with Jury. As a DP fights back once again, but a DP from Mello themselves to get out the corner, which surprisingly reached, and another one.
Yeah, I mean, look at that, not jumping at all. This is a no-fly zone. Mello keeping him in that corner there. Very good stuff. Look at that backdash to get out. Oh, look at that, but he gets the confirm off the punish counter flicker. Straight into the level 3. I don't think that's going to kill, but it's going to be very close to burnout. Build him some drive gauge back and set up a good situation. for
Yep,
Charlie here.
and you know exactly that's what they want. No Charlie Nash out here as we get ourselves a throw to take it 2-0.
Yeah, I mean, Charlie's looking extremely solid. Unfortunately, Mello did get that one round that I think that he really needed to go ahead and get a nice little bit of a steamroll here.
Right. And steamrolling is still the name of the game, but it's going to be Charlie that's on defense right now. Tried to go with a drive rush, but a beautiful interrupt from Mello themselves. He's got them in the corner here. He's got to keep them trapped for as long as they can. One throw. We're going to get another one. A bait, though.
Big bait coming out from Mello. I think that's the round that Mello really needed to get his confidence back up, get him back in the game. Look at that. Perfect. I believe the second player say 7 golden letters.
Yes, we do. 7 golden letters, but unfortunately, there's silver in this game. And we can still take that, though. It's still 7 letters.
Still 7 letters. That's all we need. Look at that. NDP coming out in full fashion there. Getting safe jump by nothing. You love to see it.
Did that punish earlier looked real tight. I ain't gonna lie.
Yeah, I think there was just a couple of frames there that you needed, maybe a little bit, a few frames earlier, and you would have been fine. But finding that little bit of a low with that crouching medium punch from Ed there. Look at that, pulls him back in, but the throw whiffs.
And a nice DP to respond in kind. Mello staying on top of their game and on top of their action, locking them in place with a reset of an overhead. And my goodness gracious, are you gonna kill him? Yes, you are. Get this boxer out of here. We want Balrog back. Some people, I don't know.
Yeah, some people do. I'm not gonna lie, I really do like Ed. But I will say Mello is looking extremely solid. He got that one round in the bag. Looks like he's ready to start dominating with the reset. That takes some cojones to do.
A little cheeky. You can't just do a reset normally and think it's gonna work. You have to have a plan behind. It's like, okay, they're gonna still get hit, but I'm gonna do this, and they're gonna get hit again. They're not gonna be ready for it.
Yeah, you gotta be ready for that type of stuff there. But yeah, looking like it's very good play from the neutral here when it comes to Charlie. Yeah, look at how he plays with that, the distance around the flickers, that crouching heavy kick. Look at all those normals just draining his drive gauge.
Nice jump out of the corner here. Still jumping away from the corner with the foot to get on Ed's head. No chunky though. Big damage. So far, so good. At the corner right now, Mello on defense once again with a throw to break them open.
Yeah, look at that. He tries to bait the DP there. He's not really wanting him to try and play defense here. Charlie looking to control a little bit more of that neutral. I think that's where he's looking really good, but the driver stand heavy kick Hicks. He's going to confirm it at a level 1. Spin the stock, baby. Doesn't spin it. Wants it for the pressure.
Yes, you got to keep your pressure open because right now, Ed has just got one more chance at life right here. This is neutral heavy at the moment. Jury backing away. Ed trying to go in with a jump punch. Forward heavy punch, matter of fact. Punches around to swap sides. There's the level 2 trying to chip out Jury, but it don't work like that, buddy. They got their drive back. They stay alive. Walk him down.
Not quite enough damage there. Mello's going to go ahead and walk him down, but he's going to DI. He didn't have the health, even if he did DI back. Yeah, Charlie unfortunately getting a little bit screwed on his jabs there, but I think it's all right. Mello's looking good. Charlie's looking good here. Some nice confirms, catching up low. Look at that.
Ooh. So far, so good from Charlie here. Is trying to keep that Jury out of their face as much as possible. And you notice that Mello, like you said earlier, Blender, playing around the range of the flicker and normals, and Charlie is just trying to lock it, bringing him back to reality. Honestly.
Yeah, Charlie's just raw dogging his way in with those lows, some big lows, some very well placed lows, some good block strings. Look at that. Yeah, look at that. Just burning the drive gauge. And we're gonna. Oh no, level 2 confirmed. Decides to save it. EXTP gets baited, and that's gonna be. This is it right here. This is Mello's tournament life into losers on the line right here.
Oh yeah. Let's see if Mello can come up with anything right now because that projectile is definitely a one way to start us off. But a DP to respond back in kind. Try to go for the overhead here, but you saw what happened. Got interrupted. Backing away right now. Pressure on deck right here.
Got a little interrupted there, but look at that. He's going to go ahead and steal another turn with that charge flicker there. I mean, that's something that we haven't seen from Mello. He hasn't responded to flickers very well at all this entire game. I don't know if he's not familiar with the Ed matchup, but the EXTP comes out. He's going to burn him out. Look at that drive gauge.
And this is not looking too good because we're going into level 3, and you're right, we are burning out this Jury Han character. Matter of fact, punch it right in the knuckle for me. Punch it right in the chin for me. Yeah.
Yeah, big uppercut there, but I don't know. This is looking pretty grim from Mello here. He's on chip range. Yep, and the heavy flicker finds its mark. That's going to be Charlie taking it 3-1 over Mello. Very good stuff.
Stuff like that.
Yeah, like a big meteor button. But we've got Azan returning 2 times in a row champion. against Ferreras, the crazy Cammy who's got the EXTPs, who isn't afraid.
Speaking of afraid, someone just did a DP of their own, and it wasn't Cammy.
Yeah, Azan ain't afraid either. Why do you think he's won the past 2 in a row?
Well, that's why. They just did EX Sidekick on Wake Up and got ourselves another DP follow-up, matter of fact. But look at the drive meter right now. Both players at the same pace. Ferreras on offense right now. He's got one throw in.
Yeah, big light confirmed from Cammy here. Gonna go ahead some early corner pressure started here, but look at that. Look at the drive gauge. Spiral arrows, go ahead and check it. Stand heavy kick, stand heavy kick. Look at that chip damage on block. Big throw situation though.
Still in a situation where they can just not afford a singular mistake. Jumps away from the corner here. Azan's got one more shot at life for the round. Breaking the throws to stay in it. A spaced out spiral arrow and a dive kick. You couldn't even do anything about it. So sorry.
Unless you're like Blaz in Capcom Cup and you can get that anti-air, but I'm going to be honest, no human can anti-air that if I'm being completely honest.
At that point, you're a robot with the latest firmware that I can't have right now. I'm a little bit behind the times. Nice.
Wow, look at the awareness there from Ferreras to go ahead and straight into level 1, even though that awkward hit, but another one, that's a whole bar of drive gauge gone. That's nothing. What are you going to do?
This puts you in the corner. Stun time, combo time. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yep. Drill him down. And end it with a DP. That's all you need to do. Such a saucy combo to see from Cammy. However, not saucy for Azan because 2 Ferreras demise, they are unfortunately still alive. And Azan's got 1 drink up.
Yeah, I mean, all you really need on Jamie is that 1 drink to get it started. But yeah, that DI is just going to catch Azan out. Even if he did DI back, unfortunately did not have the health to tank it. That's going to be Ferreras going 1-0 over Azan, the returning 2-time champion. I wonder what Azan's going to do in response. What do you want to see from the Jamie here to respond to this Cammy pressure?
Well, you definitely want to start trying to just fight back a little bit more. When I say fight back, you want to just poke her out or try to out-poke her with the likes of your stand medium kick. There's a crouching medium kick. Jamie has one of their own, and his driver is cancelable. But of course, when you have this full screen territory, go for a drink. Just go for it. Just to see if they're even going to respond to it in kind. And if they don't, do it again. Because guess what? I got level 3 and I have access to a command grab at some point. But right now, we have access to Azan finally escaping the Cammy pressure here. He's got number 2 on the board. There's the drink I was talking about earlier.
Wow, yeah, there it is. Drive reversal punish there. He's going to spend it all. He's going to not even have to spin the super, though. Very good stuff.
Azan right now. I like that they went for drinks, too. Nice sweep. Got 1 drink. That's something we actually haven't seen from Azan. Sweeps into drink. That could be helping out just at certain ranges where Azan probably can't challenge Cammy. Or maybe can and just isn't sure what could reach.
Speak of the devil.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, look at that. I mean, that's one of Jamie's best moves, in my opinion, is that sweep. I mean, you get everything. You get a good knockdown, you get some good damage, you get a drink as well. But yeah, I mean, sometimes it can get baited, especially in the Cammy matchup where you absolutely can get your sweep dive kick. Look at that safe on block reversal though.
It's not looking good. We're still taking damage, and Cammy's about to take out our drunken master here with a beautiful level 2 to knock them out of this round once again. He got 1 more chance left at life.
Yeah, that's 1 more, and then unfortunately Azan might get sent to losers here. He's got to lock in against this Ferreras. Cammy, it's looking very good from both players, but I'm going to be honest, Ferreras is absolutely showing how to approach from the air, showing how to do the neutral, and especially showing how you need to handle pressure in the corner. It's very important.
Something else that we haven't seen from Azan is like a drive rush stand heavy punch, which could probably change the ties just a little bit. Actually, we just said it right there. Speak of the devil. You gotta do it again though.
I was about to say, all you gotta say now is, yeah, well, you know what we haven't seen is Azan win a round yet, and then he's just gonna magically win a round. That's the commentator's curse.
Right, well, hopefully we can see Azan win around because they're parrying that super and we're going to get some pretty big damage, right? I need to see it happen. I need to see you cash out just a tad bit. Right there was good enough. Safe jump, stun combo time. Azan, make it hurt, baby.
Speak of the devil, look at that. He won the round. Look at that. Azan already. He's just putting on a show. He's throwing a little bit for content against the Ferreras here, but I mean, I'm going to be honest. Wow, look at that DP. He downloaded the update. He downloaded the firmware.
Now, Azan said, all right, content grind over with. I can talk shit about Cammy later. Let me lock in for a second.
Yeah, so true. He was on Twitter on his other hand over there complaining about Cammy.
Why did I get stuffed out by dive kick again?
Yeah, look at that big safe jump there from Ferreras. Yeah, look at how Ferreras controls this corner, though. Looking so
Ooh.
good. Unfortunately, it's going to be a true string into the Hooligan Plus frame. Look at
Oh
that.
no.
Delay, meaty, secures it, confirm it at level 1. Wow, Ferreras' pressure in the corner is so terrifying.
Caught your pressing. So sorry, but Azan's got one more shot of life here, and there's one palm we haven't even seen that all game, all these rounds. Probably would have helped a lot in certain neutral situations,
Ooh!
but that DP punch is definitely helping as we go into level 3 to maximize our damage and knock Cammy out and close to not having no more drive. Right now.
Yeah, I mean, Azan has absolutely got the entirety of these optimal combos as we've seen. Look at that. He's baiting the throw with it in the burnout. It's looking pretty doomed for Ferreras here, but if he gets another confirm, he can go into the level 3, maybe do some damage there.
Oh, maybe so, but Ferreras has to, one, get the hit, two, make sure to secure the offense, like right now, maybe so, and three, well, make sure it kills. But they're dead, so unfortunately, you can't have that happen.
Yeah, it doesn't matter, especially with the EXDP coming out. Jamie breakdancing all over Cammy like that. Gonna go ahead and confirm his 1 game up to the 2 from Ferreras. He's not out, but he's not down either. Look at that. He's fighting back.
Oh my god, the spacing and positioning for that to be even a punish counter is really good. There's one throw, get a drink maybe? No, doesn't want to go for it. All I need is level 1, like you mentioned, Blender. And speaking of mentioning, drive impact is what we're seeing. But a drop, and that is going to be a very good punish for Azan to take this round.
Wow, yeah, that was the optimal punishes that we were talking about earlier. I think Azan has every single Jamie route written down somewhere in his wrinkly brain up there.
It's important. Look, hey, what did they say? What did those kids say on Twitter? Oh, learn your combo theory? That's
Learn
right.
your combo? I'm so glad you brought that up.
Yeah, like, learn your combo theory, kids, because right now, Jamie just took 2 drinks to get level 3, but is eating some damage instead.
Yeah, I mean, we're back into this position that Ferreras really loves to be in, this corner, this scary corner into the save jump, but he decides to send it with the DP. Don't want to deal with the pressure.
Ooh. And you know what's something that we noticed? They did DP that time on block pressure in the corner instead of just going for a simple drive reversal like before, but we're no longer going to be seeing that happen because guess what? It's 2-2 now.
That is definitely 2-2 here, especially when it doesn't even... Oh, does need the follow-up, but that's okay. Azan's got an on-lock. It's going to be 2-2. This might be a reverse sweep for Azan here. Looking very strong, looking like he's got that comeback coming.
I think we're seeing a big comeback factor. The peak angle factor has been activated. Trying to activate it as much as possible here. Backing away. Beautiful punch with stand heavy kick. Optimization station. No drink needed. Punish again. Let that Cammy player know.
Yeah, look at that. I mean, that's some great stuff. Some great routes here. Even got the cross cuts. Yeah, he's just absolutely got everything you need. Not letting him play neutral, not letting him do what he wants to, not letting Ferreras get that game plan started.
And I think what helps is that it is a 1st-to-3 situation, so you have enough time to download your opponent across 6 or 5 whole rounds. What a parry, what a response with the jump back button.
Woo! Wow. I mean, Azan is just absolutely on top. Not letting Ferreras get any strange hits, as you were saying earlier. I mean, he can't get anything started, but, I mean, look at this. Look at that backdash.
He's using the light kick as well to start something that's a low. Oh my god.
Why does he know that? Why does he know that he can do, like, stand light kick and a level 2 and a crouching medium kick? Why does he know that?
Because Jamie players need some type of sauce, and I ain't gonna lie, this Jamie player's got all the sauce in the universe with a beautiful punish after a whiff DP from Ferreras, who is now on defense right now. One more shot for Ferreras could do it. One wreck
My mouth is absolutely agape. How did that work? The EX and TK dive kick going straight over the DP. He's going to get another throw. What's the meaty here? No meaty, but he's going to get it. This is the confirm. Caught him in the air. That's going to be burnout.
Yes, and this is going to be a pretty good situation for Ferreras to change the tides of battle here. Beautiful kick from Cammy White herself. Get the nice cinematic, as you already know. But a broken throw to run us back into reality here. More shot can do it.
It looks like he tried to do that jump jab, just trying to answer the... Ooh, the dive kick goes...
No! It was the sweep that took it?
I'm on shaky ground, I'm going to be honest. This is last game, last round. We've only got 1 bar a meter on the side of Azan and 0 bars a meter from Ferreras here, but he's got that 1 drink. What else could he need?
Well, he's going to need that bar meter to do some damage because look at where their drive meters are for Ferreras right now. In the yellow, and Jamie is still sitting now in the yellow, but 2 bars a meter and 2 drinks up. What's it going to be next in this situation? Let's find out because the spiral arrow is already putting us in the corner, and the punish counter, there it is.
A little bit late on that cross cut there. Look at that. Why does he know this route? Why does he know this route? I don't know.
No,
What is going on?
you shouldn't question a Jamie player's routes, man. Look, you don't know what these guys have been cooking up. They've been oppressed for so long, and Cammy is still trying to keep them oppressed. But with a stand heavy kick punish like that and stand heavy punch itself, they're still oppressed. I'm sorry.
Yeah, I'm absolutely crazy. Ferreras able game. Jazdero on the Bison versus Ozzy and Pato on the Aki. I do love to see some Aki gameplay. I do love to see some Bison gameplay.
Well, we're about to see that happen right now. So, if you're not familiar with these players, I know I am for goddamn sure. Jazdero, one of Breakout Series' usual contenders. Pato, also a previous Breakout contender. Both of these players are very, very familiar with each other, representing the Hispanic FGC scene, of course. As a matter of fact, they're still representing it because right now, Jazdero, Bison Pressure, is now on deck. Try to shimmy out something from Pato, but it doesn't work out.
Yeah, I mean Pato here. Look at that. Look at that conversion he's got. He's got poison on him. Jazdero, what's your option here? Burnout. Not quite. That's not enough. Command grab seals the deal. Round one to Pato on the Aki.
And look at, and they got a bunch of meter from that, and just like a couple more hits from either players, they're gonna have level 3. And I'm talking about Pato in this case.
Yeah, I mean that's one of those things that I think a lot of people have been, especially on Twitter, not to mention Twitter, but they've been complaining about the meter gain on certain characters like Aki and stuff like that. Look at that big punish, though. I believe that'll be it. Yep, that level 3 that you were talking about earlier, Kumo, is gonna come out. He drops it.
I think they wanted to do level 3, but unfortunately, it doesn't matter. They didn't even need it in the first place. Aki with a throw, taking game 1 over Jazdero, who is surprisingly on the defense this time with Bison.
Yeah, that's not very normal. Yeah, we're gonna go ahead and see the swap over to JP, the classic Jazdero. I love seeing both of these players, especially coming from the sea that they come from. I believe they're both from Mexico, I believe.
Yes.
Yeah, they're both from Mexico. They're both great players. They're fantastic. I love to see the smaller FGCs fight against each other. It's a little bit of a team kill, but I love to see how both of them play, especially on the bracket. It's just absolutely phenomenal stuff.
Well, you get to see them bring the best out of themselves whenever they're playing in these brackets, right? You get to see both of these players with their stories. You get to see both of these players who know each other from just a competitive standpoint and know that they're always going to turn up the heat. Ruffian MX is another one of those players that does the same thing. Zombie Azteca, as well as Issy, who is also in his tournament as well. But we're also going to talk about the fact that JP is lower and lower on the life with poison status and low drive.
Yeah, lower and lower on that life and lower on that drive gauge, but he's definitely not looking lower and lower on these anti-airs. Look at that. He's just jumping around all over him.
Hopscotch, hop frog. Look, if a bullfrog flies, I'm going to need some wingman shoes to go with it because Pato just soared with that round.
Yeah, Pato just stealing it away like that very quickly, like he stole that first game as well. I mean, Jazdero looking like he's a lot more comfortable on the JP. Look at that. Check out that drive gauge. Wow. Yeah, check out that drive rush. Look at that. Beautiful.
Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. I couldn't say it any better than you did, Blender. But a perfect parry instead for Jazdero to kind of get Aki off of him. Decides to go in and throws the drive impact this time around.
Oh, looks like he just caught him not blocking there after that. Yep. Unfortunately, that portal is real. Unfortunately. Yeah, crouching heavy punch into that portal there. A very oppressive situation. You get anti-aired, and he gets to set up his zoning mix. But he's going to go and find it with the delay overhead right there. Big combo coming out for Pato here.
Like that optimization to constantly put the poison on Jazdero. That means Jazdero cannot sit there and play defensively, especially not versus Aki. There's one bit of poison right there, but a beautiful crouching light punch to get out, and Jazdero is staying alive.
Yeah, I mean, it's looking really good here. I mean, honestly, like, oh, look at that. Driver stand medium punch finds its mark. He's going to go confirm straight into level 3, and I believe that will be it. That's going to be two games up for Pato here over Jazdero. No! Just kidding. I lied to you. I lied to you.
Oh! That's not... Oh!
Unfortunate. Didn't have the health to take that drive impact. Look at that. No. Wow. Goodness gracious, Jazdero.
I thought the poison was going to be able to make it kill. I was wrong. Ooh, and the command grab, too.
Yeah, I mean, look at that. Pato already starting off extremely strong. Again, he's always had these very strong rounds to start us off. It's looking very good from the. Look at that. He's gonna go ahead and get that stand heavy punch getting going though.
Yes, you still need this offense. Do not let this Aki escape the corner unless you want to live. Not even live, unless you want to die, matter of fact. And Aki still taking some with the cower crouch to get out of the corner. Not taking no more pressure, but in burnout with a reset into the command throw from JP.
Yeah, resetting that command grab. That's one of those things that you really got to be aware of when it comes to the JP pressure. If you're standing, you can absolutely get command grabbed. You can actually get combo. I don't know if you know that. He can actually combo into his command grab.
Oh, what? That works like that?
Yeah, he can. It's a very peculiar one, but he's going to get the big drive rush check there on Pato.
Now we're in the zoning gameplay, but Aki with a beautiful cower crouch to get out. Swapping sides to go for a low, but small trade there to put us in the same situation where Jazdero is now on defense, taking damage just a tad bit. I lied. Level 3.
Yeah, big level 3. I love the post level 3 situation for JP here. Jazdero is very well versed in it. I don't know if Pato is very well versed in it. Yep, EX portals there. Yep, there's gonna be some more zoning. Look at that drive gauge though. You gotta hold up forward, and that's gonna be it. Jazdero there, finally clawing his way back, not going out 3-0 against Pato. But we'll see if he can keep it going against him in these next few games.
I think they definitely can. You gotta definitely seeing some adjustments coming out from Jazdero right there. More projectiles. Definitely want to play more of his own base game. And as soon as Aki got close, just press the quick stand light, and that's all he needed to do.
Yeah, that's one of those things. Look at that. I like that. He noticed that the parry was going to whiff there. It didn't get thrown immediately, so it just had to drive rush out of the corner, going straight under the Aki there.
Runner right back to the corner, matter of fact. And look at where the drive meter is right now. But in response to the drive was another drive impact herself.
Oh! Yeah, last absolute frame. He read the fact. Wow, okay, that is what we are talking about from earlier, where these players play each other on the ladder so much that he knows that he's gonna be mashing EX Amnesia there. Look at that. He just was ready for it. It's the full reset into it. Wow.
But you walked yourself right into JP's pressure with those snips. Matter of fact, Doc, you still gotta hold it. We're not done just yet. Level 2. Are you blocking or are you gonna get hit?
I'm not.
I got hit too, don't worry. And we're still getting hit. Look at this damage. Look at how big it's building up. But there's gonna be the cash out.
Projectile.
Hands in the air.
Hands in the air. You can't do anything about that. That is very unfortunate. Level 1 reversal is not going to be enough to cut it for Pato. Oh, no. Looks like he did it a little bit late.
Unfortunately, it doesn't work out. And it's still not working out. Spending 2 EXs to get nothing out of it. Matter of fact, we're still getting some damage for Pato here. It seems like it'll be a sneaky little reset right there. But opens up low and...
Wow. That was like 10 seconds.
Yup.
Pato kind of just steamrolled over Jazdero. That is an absolutely big momentum shift into Pato's favor there, but another one coming out for Jazdero here, getting that big stand heavy punch, punish counter into the big confirm. Set up some more portals, but the throw whiff. Command grab.
Ooh. No more 10-second round. 20 seconds are now on the clock. 80 seconds left. You gotta make some type of push, and it's definitely Pato with the level 2 to add poison and the poison field right there. You really gotta hold this. Is what he would have said, but he got out.
Yeah, look at that big back throw to the corner. Not one to just very fine with sending him over there, but look at that awareness on that stand heavy punch there. Gonna go ahead and send him all the way full screen, but that parry burns him out. Level 2, are you gonna block this time?
Uh-oh.
Oh, he did! He did!
Yes!
He blocked it all. Look at that. Oh, big
what an anti. Oh.
One more.
Bro.
Wow.
Good job.
Very good stuff. Jazdero keeping it cool, keeping it calm, keeping it clutch. Very good stuff. Pato's looking really good here, but Pato's just needing a little bit more to edge it out here to take it over Jazdero. This JP zoning is crazy.
Well, what do you think Pato could be doing a little bit more versus Jazdero currently that was not happening before? We saw Pato take 2 games straight, but now Jazz is turning up the heat.
Yeah, I think Pato could absolutely do a few more things. Maybe chill on the drive rushes. That's the second one that's been checked this round. Maybe work your way in. I know it's very scary to go ahead and just try and walk at JP. It's very, especially when that kind of stuff happens. I think he's just getting a little bit antsy on the defense. Maybe take it a little bit slow the game down a little bit. I think you'll be a little bit better off.
Right, and speaking of slow it down, you're getting hit low as well. Slow it down. 70 seconds were left on the clock, and we are now sitting set point for Jazdero. 2-2 right now, but let's see if Pato can make some kind of comeback because this combo is trying to make sure that does not happen.
Yeah, I mean, a big counter hit confirm into the stand medium kick there. Look at that. The EX flip, unfortunately, is going to beat out the teleport. He's getting a nice confirm into the corner, but unfortunately, a mistimed meaty throw. He's going to teleport out. Look at that. Big combo coming out here. He's going to go into the level 3. He built the level 3. That's the Twitter clip combo right there. Oh my, he's dead. Pato's dead.
Yo, this is murder on the scene. Somebody call the Chicago dudes out, because that was nasty. They got a family, bro. That's all I can say. They have a family to go talk to.
What number are we on? Hold on.
This is number 36. Or no, number 32, number 6 monthly, my friend. That's what
number
we are
32,
on.
number 6 monthly. Love to see some Street Fighter goodness. Oh, wait. Hold on a second.
God. And Masters? I didn't even pay attention to the character select. I was expecting Cammy. No, we
lied. We lied. We straight up lied.
I like to lie. I like to have a little fun with the game outside of this stuff. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I mean, K-Vox in chat. Scary thing is with Jazdero, if he's comfy at any range, getting in isn't the whole fight. That is so absolutely true.
Yep, and you heard lies from the commentary, because guess what? We are not getting hit by this no longer. So something about this matchup is definitely going to be a lot of crouching medium kick from both of these players, with someone trying to avoid a projectile, but there's a stand heavy kick into a crouching medium kick. Speak of the devil, no commentator's curse, ended with a short U, and we are moving into round 2.
Yeah, look at that. I mean, he's looking fantastic already for Ferreras. I didn't know he had this pocket Ken here, but it's looking fantastic. Yeah, I mean, if his Ken is anywhere half as good as his Cammy, I think he'll be more than fine.
Honestly, everyone has a pocket Ken, just like everyone has a pocket Iori and KOF.
Oh, that's so true.
Speaking of pocket Iori, we got a pocket level 1 to get away from the corner. Nice position for Ferreras here, but unfortunately, you're still in close range with Bison. And there's a perfect parry to stop everything. By everything, I mean Bison himself. This is a freight train right here.
Yeah, he's absolutely stopping it. I like that. Very good awareness to go ahead and route into that EX head stomp there. Get the side swap, get the level 1, get some drive gauge part, get the anti-air, get the stomp again. Yep, that's a tough situation to be against the Bison.
That is so... Could even explain how that went down. All I can say for sure is that Jazdero definitely made the right pick like earlier, and was still making the right picks with an unfortunate DP coming up from Ferreras here. Not too sure what was the idea behind it, but we get a correct one instead with damage.
Yeah, that looked like a little bit of a misinput if I'm gonna be inside his ear a little bit. But yeah, look at Ferreras. As he showed with his Cammy, he's not afraid to throw the reverser out, to stop the throw loop, to stop the meaty. But yeah, he's just setting it with the level 1. Especially after the nerfs to Ken, he does not get Fireball Oki off of his level 1 anymore.
Right. The thing with Ken is that you're not changing the basic game plan of whip punishment, as well as pressure, as well as offense. Ken still has all the jack of trades, jack of all trades character, just like Ryu themselves for being the Shotacons. But it is still... So I shouldn't have said anything.
Jazdero's got that? Jazdero's ready? I don't know if he reacted, but...
you know what? Level 3 comes out.
Yeah, that was... What the... Jazdero with just a raw level 3 in the neutral. Immediate rematch from Ferreras, not going back to the Cammy.
I get it though, because you want to not die as a glass cannon if you give it as from Bison. It's gonna be a rough.
Yeah, I completely understand that, but a big shimmy coming out here. Oh, looks like a little bit of an unfortunate drop there. Maybe had a little bit of a split decision making there. Big perfect parry though into the side swap, completely meterless into the EX Tatsu for the full carry.
And you notice that earlier, goodness, Ferreras on the offense, but earlier didn't choose to go for the EX Tatsu to get the knockdown like before. Instead, took a chance to get hit. Instead, not too sure, but still, good adjustments no less. And that's what they need to do a little bit more if they want to make sure Bison doesn't get anything else started. Projectiles already, perfect parries on deck from Jazdero here.
Wow.
I heard. Just a little.
Yeah. That was some good stuff. Unfortunate drop combo into another combo. We get some pressure here, some nice plus frames from that bomb, but Ferreras is not having any of it. EXDP to send it out.
And checking the Dragon Lash with a jab as well, and still checking Dragon Lash with EX Psycho Crusher no less. Tried to go for a throw, and it whipped, and it was not enough to show for it. However, we're gonna make sure this Ken is dead with level 2.
Yeah, he's
Yo, hold up.
absolutely gonna die from this. It's gonna be a lot of damage. That Psycho Punisher does a lot of damage. I don't know though. Ferreras is looking very comfortable in the corner, but he's not looking comfortable mid-screen. What do you think he could do to go ahead and try and maneuver his way to that corner situation?
Well, you definitely got to be a little bit more patient with how you move in on Bison. Because the thing with Bison is he's got some pretty far-reaching normal. He's got the same crouching medium kick that Ken and Ryu and Akuma kind of all have, right? So you're just giving them a lot to work. Make sure you're not going too crazy on it. But speaking of crazy, Jazdero is crazily enough at the lower end of their life bars right here. And one more hit's going to do it. If Ferreras can land it, which they do with a magnificent stand-heavy kick.
Yeah, I mean, that's some good looking stuff there. I mean, Ferreras, when he gets into that rhythm, it gets you into that corner situation, he is absolutely got you locked. It feels like you're in a cage against a tiger.
You don't want to corner a tiger, but however, you also don't want to corner a fox. And we can't really tell you who is who, because both of these players are swinging for the fences. If I'm not mistaken, we are 1-1 right now. These are back and forth.
Look at that absolutely sick trade combo. Has the awareness to go ahead and go for that. Yeah, we are 1-1 here. Look at that. Throw loop station. No, no jumping. No jumping.
Wow. Stay in that corner, Bison. I need you to hold this. Psycho pressure? Nah.
Oh.
Psycho beatdowns. Get thrown.
Wow. I mean, Ferreras is just one of those players who is just correct. And I love to see that absolutely. He did the overhead slightly minus into EXDP. That's the special right there.
And a EXDP in response to get out. I like it. But you ain't burnout though, buddy. This is not looking too good. This is what I would have said. But staying heavy punch is the god button.
Yeah, stand heavy punch is one of those buttons that absolutely can make a character on its own. The counter hit confirm into the stand medium punch into the level 2. I believe that will secure it. That'll be Ferreras going up in another game against Jazdero. This is going to be 2-1 in favor of Ferreras. Well, Jazdero swapped to the JP.
No, we're gonna stick it out, as a matter of fact, which I kind of agree with, because you know what this means? We're still on that even playing field. Look at that. Crouching medium punch already on deck, which is a good thing. Wanted to go for it, went for an overhead there, as a matter of fact. Wanted to keep Ferreras just a little bit on the toes, but it's not working out just yet. Drive impact on the Jinrai.
Yeah, I mean, that's a very good thing there. He routes into that level 1. I really like that. Getting a little bit extra that timer of that drive gauge. Keep it down a little bit more. Look at that stand heavy punch. Just hitting him in the noggin.
Ooh, and it's all she wrote, signed, sealed, delivered to Ken Mash's home.
Put a wax seal on it, Kumo. Put a wax seal on it.
I'm gonna put a flex seal on it. Actually, it doesn't open up, as we are opening up Ken's package again, aka Death in a Can. He's already got like 25% of it open.
Death in a can.
We about to get 50% of it open. Look, you about to go on a burnout. Look, check it out. Check it out. Check it out. Check it out. Level 1. Just level 1. No, level 2.
Level 2. What's the full burnout? What's the full damage? Look at that. This is rage situation. You have the reversal. What's your option?
And that's all she wrote. Because guess what? Your wife is now going to be upset that you lost again. Bison and Jazdero moving onward in the bracket tonight.
Look at that. Yeah, I mean, that's going to be 2-2. Jazdero, Ferreras here. I mean, look at that. Yeah, yeah. Ken's wife over here is being like, I bet the whole house. You better not lose this.
Oh, and I lied. I said 2-2, and I thought it was still over. You know, that's how good these matches are. When you can't even tell if they're still ongoing. That's how you know it's that good.
That's so true. Because, I mean, you just feel like you're getting like 8 games worth of play, and then you just don't know what's happening.
Exactly, bro. And Ken is homeless. Yeah, we know he's homeless, but his wife still has the house. She's the rich one in this family now.
Yeah, this is the reclaim it. Don't you worry, don't care, man. This is the reclaim it right here.
Don't worry about that. We're just reclaiming it. That's all. We got to make sure this man doesn't get any further. But with Psycho Crush, he probably won't be able to.
Yeah, look at that big Psycho Crusher. Even in Burnout, it is plus on block. Just +1, nothing too crazy, but that is a great way to get in. Look at that. He's going to go ahead and send it with the reversal. Not afraid.
It's still not afraid. Yep, Jazdero had to do it, though. It's the only way he could get that locked in.
Yeah, I really like that. Some great options here. I mean, Ferreras didn't have any meter there to counter that super, but it's looking very good. Crouching medium kick finds its mark. That is one thing that is very good. They're both calling out each other with these walkbacks, with these crouching medium kicks. Look at that corner carry.
The crouch medium kick, like you mentioned earlier, Blender. No, we're getting one throw. Am I going to see another throw? No, we're going to see Jazz instead. Strike, throw. Figure it out which one it is. There's a throw. Let me see a strike. Strike. Okay, no throw. Nah, throw again. I lied.
This is Street Fighter 6. We throw over here, Kuma. But this is going to be
Exactly.
tournament point for both characters. We're both in winners, so they do have the losers bracket. But this is it right here. This is how you advance.
Yep, and let's see who advances first, because right now it's looking like both these players aren't advancing just yet. Evening up on the damage with their life bars is what I would have said, but Bison hits like a truck and has got the bomb planted. It's going for the overhead, but a beautiful, perfect parry. Nicely timed here. Swapping sides. There's one throw. Can I see another throw? That's two. Come on, you ain't gonna do it a third time. You ain't gonna do it a third time. Yeah. Oh, he did.
He
Oh,
did
do
do
it
it a
again.
third time. Look at that. Jump,
Oh,
back throw again. That's 5.
do it again. Yeah.
No, that's 6,
Oh,
and that's going to be it. Oh, my goodness. Ferreras takes it with the can over Jazdero's Bison. Look at that stuff. He's not afraid to do this matchup right here. This Aki versus Ed. This is definitely one of those things where I see that these people specialize in these characters. Obviously, Aki is one of those characters that you just have to pour in a very large amount of time into, especially Ed as well. With, those desync combos are just absolutely sick.
definitely. I think what's gonna help out a lot right here is that poison status. Ed wants to get in closer, which is where Aki likes to do, and Aki also's got access to the coward crouch to get away. EX version, which means she really can't take a hit, which is gonna help with getting out of that offense. But we're gonna be landing a whiff punish, stand heavy kick instead to move us into round 2. Back it off. There's one projectile trying to cancel it out with the flicker, but arrows through and okay.
Yeah, I mean, look at that. He's just absolutely going straight through that. Gonna get the nice bubble confirm there. Oh, another EXDP. Charlie's not afraid to go ahead and send it, especially if it's gonna get out of the situation that he's really, really not comfortable with. Look at that. Oh my god, he's just sending it.
You gotta send it through, especially versus a character like Aki who can take the momentum at any given point, spending 2 bars a meter. Both of them were level 1. Not too sure if this is gonna work out in the long run, but we're gonna have to see here. Drive us back for Charlie now, so this could be a good thing. But again, FluxWave, well, getting punished. Never mind, it is a good thing. He didn't die.
Yeah, FluxWaveZ, unfortunately, with that coward crouch dive there, there was no fireball, unfortunately. Look, a little bit preemptive, but that's going to be the EXDP. He's going to bait it this time. He's going to go straight into that level 3. He's going to lose his poison status, but he's going to get some great situation. He's going to throw out that fireball. He's going to drive rush behind it, maybe anti-air if he jumps. Let's see what happens.
Well, yeah, we're still looking. Oh my god, what a whiff punish into what seems to be close to death, which not really. So far, jumps out of the corners, fighting back right now. There's a throw, and just like that, 7 wonderful letters appeared on your screen. Aki wins.
Aki does win. That's going to be 1 game up for FluxWaveZ over Charlie here. However, Charlie's definitely not out. He's showing that he's going down kicking at least. Driver's jab is going to get the confirm into the safe jump.
Right now, this game is so fast-paced, and both players are trying to keep with each other. Someone's in burnout, and their name is Flux, and they're still in burnout, holding Ed pressure. Not letting you go just yet. Finally, get away, though. Yep, run away. It's a good choice. Ooh.
Look at that crouch, that drive rush crouching medium kick that he was been using all through the bracket. Look at that. The drive rush is not correct, though. Oh, no. Little bit of a mistake there. Time to hustle and burnout. Look at that.
It's also very funny just to see a charge stand heavy punch come from Ed. He just goes flying across the screen and it just does not hit. It looks so funny.
It definitely is absolutely goofy. He's looking like, where did everybody go?
Burn Knuckle, aka me? Yeah.
Burn Knuckle.
I'm the original Terry.
He's the original right here. Don't you worry about that.
Tell you what is an original though? This offense. Look at that bait. Oh!
My butthole clenched a little bit on that one. I'm sorry if that was a little bit too much information there.
Yo, hey,
I
yo,
don't know.
Bird? Hold up now. We still clenching though, because look at this combo. This is about to hurt. Okay. I disrespected your game. I didn't know.
Yeah. I guess you didn't know, but I know. I tell you what I do know is that this Ed is dead.
Oh, yes, sir.
Yeah, look at that. I mean, that's very smart to do the reset into the drive impact to get the stun combo. Obviously, Aki is one of those characters, top 3 characters for stun combo damage. The poison's ticket and the damage is working and everything is looking good, but another EXTP is getting baited. Charlie may need to calm down a little bit with those EXTPs.
True enough, but we're not calming down because right now it's still Aki's turn to play the game. It's still her turn to run this set all the way up to 3-0 here with another level 3 as well. Seen it before. Acupuncture. I wouldn't want her as my surgeon either. Or maybe I would. I don't know. Aki as a surgeon? So scary.
I mean, she's definitely going to be getting the right spots there. Look at that, the burnout. Look at that, hitting the right spots with the burnout
Oh,
there. EX Fireball is he's just gonna sit on it though. Unfortunate. It's gonna be 2-0 for FluxWaveZ, looking very confident in these games.
I ain't gonna lie, the fact that Flux backdashed that last round and just threw the projectile just goes to show, okay, look, I know what you're about to do, so I'm putting this out here beforehand. Very good game plan, but so far, it's not looking like it's good anymore. You're in the corner, you're out.
Yeah, that's also one of those situations that's extremely awkward, where you perfect parry the Ed flicker, and you just both sit there like, oh, what's next?
Yep, I didn't think I'd get this far.
Yeah, exactly.
And
I
what
tell
the
you who's
sticker
going
getting
far though, FluxWaveZ with the big coward crouch dive punish counter. Look at that.
that stand heavy kick is something fierce, alright? It covers so much range, it's a good punishment, not to mention it helps Aki and bolsters her combo damage too. Jump in, it goes for the throw after getting the hit. Interesting there.
Yeah, I
There
mean,
it
this is
is.
some good
One more
stuff. Look
time.
at that. He's dead.
Yes, he is. Didn't even
Wow.
hit me.
Wow. FluxWaveZ. Solid. Extremely solid. Look at that. That was almost a full health bar up there. That nice big perfect KO. We're going to get Harouto on the Ryu versus we got MAGICMAN over here on the Mai. Yeah, I'm excited to see this. Some solid Ryu. This character does dummy damage.
Yup. Well, not seeing any dummy damage just yet, but we're seeing all those projectiles we were mentioned earlier coming out. MAGICMAN already playing it with a little bit of zoning. However, Haruto manages to get in. One throw, so far so good. Crouching
Yeah, look
medium
at that.
punch.
Look at him just poking away with that crouching medium kick there. Just catching him low. Gonna get the nice DP, but looks like he was holding up. I don't know what happened there. Nice plus frames, though.
It's okay, it's okay. Ryu's about to win in just one more hit, right? Nope, DP instead from Mai. Create some space right there. Musubi no Mai finally coming out to play. Similar to a dive kick. Nothing just changed about that. Renbu, but projectile punishment, and that is one round down.
Yeah, that's one thing to be very aware of. Is the very good to know your frame data, especially against these new characters. Ryumbu is -4 regularly, so that means it's 0 on block and burnout. Obviously, MAGICMAN did not have the health there to take a trade with the jab, so he kept his thumbs in his pockets. I like that. That's very good awareness.
I also think that you gotta be just a little bit more careful with walking, as a matter of fact. One walk and you can honestly be messed up, but we're gonna go for the target combo instead into level 1 to finally get the install, and this is where Mai loves to play the game. Matter of fact, look at that right there. Oh my god! That
Yeah,
worked out!
he just sends it with the EXDP. He does not want to take any of that mix. I don't blame him. But he's gonna go ahead and try to get something started here, but he finds it. He's got it. He's got the level 3. What did I tell you, Kubo? This character doesn't dummy damage. Look at that. She's dead.
That's the man that walks a path to heaven right there, especially with the lightning effects behind it, no less. Beautiful job to Haruto for sticking it out, fighting back, and taking the first game.
Yeah, that's some absolutely crazy stuff there. Haruto finding the absolute thing that he needed to get out of there. With that game on. Look at that. Driver's crouching heavy punch into the heavy house Shogeki for the good corner carry. I like how he's utilizing this donkey kick in order, like the spaced out donkey kick, in order to get some of that drive gauge down. I like that. That's good stuff.
It's always been one of Ryu's best tools, right? Donkey kick never fails, and it's still not failing as we get ourselves a beautiful combo. Oh,
Wow.
Haruto is just dog walking right now.
Yeah, he is. Look at that. I mean, that's some great stuff. Some very good pressure. Nice little overhead combo there, but he's going to get jumped in on by that fireball. Not going to go for the level 1 off of that EX Ryumbu. Very understandable, though. Wow, that comboed. That fan comboed.
It does. Hey, that fan does everything for Mai right now. It pays her taxes a little bit, too. It's helping her not pay for that marriage with Andy, though, because right now she's taking a couple of hits, chest and face. And Ryu with a crouching medium kick as well to cash it to level 3. And right now, I think Heretic needs to go back to the jury pit.
Yeah, I'm definitely gonna second that one there. That is absolutely some very good stuff from Haruto here. That Ryu Master of the Fist looking extremely confident, but no, he's feeling confident on the Mai. He's feeling like he's ready for it. Sweet gets punished with sweet.
It's okay, it is what it is. Beautiful stand meter kick from Heretic right there is gonna get a perfect parry into the throw. Kind of trying to play around Ryu's range, which is not impossible, but as how do I say this? It's one thing to try and play around the Ryu range, but it's another thing to play with Ryu in general.
Yeah, absolutely. Especially with, I mean, as Haruto has been demonstrating this entire set right here, the damage is just crazy, even if you slip up just once.
And there's two throws in a row. We're not going to see a third one just yet. We're going to see a stand light kick instead. Nice. There's that stand medium coming through once again. And I think this is honestly death right here. Yep.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, that's absolutely def. Spinning level 2, securing it. But I mean, this is it right here. This is Magic Man's tournament life on the line. This is losers. This could be where you get knocked out. You got to lock in.
Have to with that EXDP on the rise right there. That's not the first time that Magic Man has been hit by that a lot. Try to go for a forward medium overhead. So far, so good.
Ooh,
Donkey kick.
ooh.
One throw. Woo.
No, no meaty jab here to keep it safe. Unfortunately, does get caught out by the level 1. Look at that EXTP. He's going to call it out. I think this will be it. If he gets the full punish, stand heavy kick, takes it with the heavy DP. Look at that. Haruto showing us a nice little demonstration by Ferreras, but we're here now. Azan is ready to prove himself and take this game over Charlie, but Charlie is definitely not going to go down without a fight.
Oh nah, and so is Azan. You saw Azan earlier try to bring it back 2 games from what seemed to be a 3-0 deficit, or what was going to be. Turned out 2-3 versus Ferreras earlier. Now let's see how this happens versus Charlie here, because oh, okay, drive rush breakdance goes through the projectile, of course. Now there's 2 throws in a row right now. What do we do after the third one? Nice. So far, so good. I like it from Charlie right now.
Yeah, some great awareness there from Azan here. Gonna go ahead and send it with a DI, but look at that. I think he's been watching the stream. I think he knows he's gonna do that.
Oh, he's cheating in chat in real time. This dude is breakdancing hard right now. Goes for a drink instead. I get it. That drink was necessary. But gotta eat something for it. It's a little bit risky to want to do that versus Ed at least.
Yeah, that's one of those things that you really got to be aware of when you are playing Ed versus Jamie. Oh, look at that. The counter hit confirmed from the light blitz into it.
Oh!
That's not right.
I know how that feels. Whenever you do level 2 a little bit too late, it will go flying back. And now you got to go flying closer to the corner, my good friend Charlie. Sorry.
Yeah,
What
you
a
gotta
dive.
get flying. Oh man, look at that. Yeah, that dive kick. That is one of the Azan specials there, is doing that instant air TK dive kick. Look at that. He's not gonna have any meter to finish off the combo, but that's gonna be the drive impact to secure it. Doesn't even need that extra drink. One drink is all I need.
Exactly. He's a drunken master. Moving us into game number 2 right here. Azan with already 1 up over Charlie here. Charlie's gotta figure out something right now, because Azan is just going in. He's got to use maybe just a bit more of that stand light punch maybe from Ed. Pretty quick button.
Yeah, I think he's definitely got to do a little bit more to challenge him, but I don't know if you saw there right at the beginning. It looks like that sweep was coming out from Azan. That thing that you were mentioning early in the earlier sets with Azan. I mean, that sweep does everything for him, right? It does damage, knockdown, drink, everything you need.
And Jamie can play a little bit of that same range with Ed, just a tad bit more. The only thing that you gotta be a little bit nervous about is when you do that flicker, which gets drive impacted right there. And not to mention, Azan is with level 4 and 1 bar meter.
Yeah, I mean, that's one of those things that I think is absolutely fantastic thing to do against Ed. Whenever you see that flicker, you press drive impact. Look at that. Did it work? Did it finally work? Did it work for once?
The cojones on Azan right now to just do that. You know what? I get it. And you didn't punish that, but it's okay. We take those. Was that EXCP? He couldn't even catch it on.
That was Bakai. Jamie's quote-unquote anti-fireball move. Does have anti-fireball iframes, but it's so slow it's like impossible to punish.
And you know, I was referring to the DP when we started the round, but however, it still works out no. Backing off right now, forward heavy punch just jumps in. There's a DP from Azan right now. Goes in, try to get a drink, but unfortunately, you gotta eat something for Jamie. I don't mean a lot of you, brother.
Yeah, I mean, look at this pressure. It's absolutely great from Charlie here. Oh, no. Taking a book out of Charlie's book with the EX Wake Up DP. Very good stuff, though. Charlie being able to keep his head on his shoulders there, not getting too affected by that.
You can't let these things affect you. You gotta stay solid about it. Couldn't punish the sweep from that far, it's okay, but punish instead from Azan with an EX DP who's gotten 2 drinks up. Look where we're sitting at. Comfort. 3 bars a meter. Breakdancing through, but a parry in response. Charlie was ready.
Yeah, I mean Charlie's gonna be ready for those types of things. I mean we've seen that Charlie has reactions to respond to a lot of this, but he's gonna go ahead and get another drink up. Azan here. Oh, perfect
Oh
parry.
my
Ooh,
god.
ooh. That's that swag you were talking about there, Kumo.
Hey, look, you weren't prepared for it. I wasn't prepared for it either. Look, it worked out in the end, and it's still working out because we're cashing into level 3. No cinematic necessary. Just need the basic super art.
Why does he know that combo?
Look, you just weren't prepared for the game. See, you weren't prepared for that. You weren't prepared for that.
Ooh, ooh,
Oh,
ooh,
oh, chip him out, chip him out.
ooh, ooh.
That's all she wrote. Just
Azan is here to play. He's here to defend his 2-time returning title. He's not going down without a fight. He said, I'm going to at least do my best to make it to Winners Grand Finals. Or Losers Grand Finals.
He
Oh
wants
my.
that run back. He wants that run back versus Ferreras if they're going to even make it to Grand Finals to begin with.
Yeah, he definitely wants that run back. But yeah, look at this. We got some nice interaction of the buttons here. He's got his one drink, though, so he can get his stuff started if he really needs to.
I don't think they need to get anything started yet. Just playing it out. Slow, quick buttons are coming out right now. It's more aggressive than anything. So it's going to be a little bit tricky to deal with so much aggression as we get ourselves another throw with weave in there. Deep
Wow. Ooh, look at that. Look at that. He thought it was a flicker, but it was in fact crouching heavy kick. Charlie is there ready with the drive impact response to it. This is looking like a very low amount of health here for Azan to work with. Look at that, the confirms.
Oh man, this could be into one situation. What a beautiful punish with the crouch medium punch. The EX dive kick is unfortunately stuffed out by the rice poker known as crouching like put the rice keys down. What?
Ooh, look at that. Azan is gonna go. Azan's getting a little bit of DI happy here. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. That looks like it's set up. What's the setup? Yup.
Oh, the dreams. The dreams.
Yeah, my dreams have absolutely been completed with that combo there. That is a nice little setup there. I like that one. But yep, he's gonna use level 2. Patented level 2 combo here.
Now we see Azan with 4 drinks on deck, ready to go in. Beautiful walk-up DP, catching the jump.
Yeah, I like that awareness there. I like how he's keeping him in the corner here. He's not letting him. Oh, look at that, but he finds his way out. Charlie here, he's got the level 2 on deck. Not much try gauge, though. Maybe if Azan can get a few more normals in. Oh, no, look at that.
That's a little bit scary right here. That's a little bit too plus, and the super is right there trying to chip them out as much as possible. What do you do in that situation aside from block? It's hard.
Yeah, it's hard. It's very difficult to do something there, especially when he's trying to do that level 2 directly in your face, though. But he finds the confirm, but he finds the EX dive kick. What's the Oki situation?
There is no Oki, just flicker rush.
And just flicker rush. Wow, that's Charlie going to go ahead and show that he's not going down swinging. He's not going down without swinging. He's going to go ahead and take a game off of Azan. That's going to be 2-1 Azan's favor now.
And you know,
he's got his one.
Charlie is not allowing Jamie to really stay in front of them as much as possible. Always just pressing. 1, because Ed's buttons do reach pretty far. 2, he's got the projectile as well as the web to bring you in and keep you out, as well as kill rush. But it's just, you don't want Jamie getting out. Wonder why I say that?
Yeah, I mean, you definitely just don't want Jamie getting in. I mean, he's got everything you need. Like, what does he got? He's got dive kick. He's got command grab. Now, obviously, all these are gate kept by a little bit of drink levels there, but you don't want him getting in. But my Kai is gonna find its mark there. Look at that. He's gonna get some pressure going. Caught him low.
Okay. Hold up. Cook for a second. And patient. Watching it out. Just jumps up. Okay, and it's just taking it slow. All you really can do versus Ed. You don't want to just rush in there.
Yeah, that's one of those things that you want to work your way in that a few people weren't able to figure out. But look at that. He tried to reset him, but he's mashing. He tried to reset him. He's awake, Azan. He's awake.
Azan, it don't work like that, bro. It just don't work like that. I'm sorry. I know you tried, but it just don't work like that. And you doing it again, you thought it was going to be something else. Now you're getting punished for it. Now you got level 2 on deck.
He's going to go ahead and spin it. I think he's going to go for the easy. Oh, no. Unfortunately, drops most of the level 2 there. Gets the nice little DP, though, but that's not exactly what you want off your level 2, I tell you what.
You want that breakdance situation back. However, response to Khan was an EXDP. Going into the level 2, what was decision making behind this? Did he want that positioning? Back to full screen, jumps in.
Yeah, I think he definitely wanted that positioning. I think he definitely wanted that drive gauge re-up, though. But look at that. He's going to try and frame trap with the Rekka. Charlie kept his thumbs in his pockets, but that's not quite going to kill. He's got no meter. No, no.
Oh!
Oh, big anti-air. Keep him on the ground. Charlie takes it up to 2-2 versus Azan.
And you like that Charlie is checking a lot of these options now compared to the previous, what, 2 games that we just had?
Yeah.
Charlie is changing it up, doing drive impacts where they used to drive impact before in response to Azan. Not to mention earlier the projectile orb and then just did DP right after. It's like, you thought I was going to throw a projectile. I'm keeping you honest. Don't jump on me like that too much.
Yeah, you gotta be especially careful. Look at that big whiff punish there from Charlie, though. That's some good stuff. Harry comes out. He's gonna go ahead and stop it. Tries to get the 50-50 with that drive rush jab. Look at that. Oh, man.
Spacing it out. Yep, gets in with the headbutt. The corner. Out in burnout. The cross cut. Yes, get your drive back.
Look at that optimal starter that Azan always has for us. That drive rush stand heavy punch. But this burnout is going to be terrifying for Charlie here. What can he do? Oh, my sweep?
One sweep, okay.
Who's playing Jamie? Who's really playing Jamie here, Kumo?
I would say it's Charlie with the sweep like that. You know what I mean? He just can't drink off of it. That's the only difference. But with a stand heavy kick like that, maybe it's Azan who's actually playing Jamie.
Maybe it is Azan actually who's playing Jamie. Who is the real Jamie? He's not gonna get his drink though. Look at him trying to steal that at the beginning. Oh, he is gonna get it though.
Yeah, just to get it that time. Only because it wasn't a projectile throw. Thankfully.
That is true. That is true. But he's gonna go get some more pressure started here. Look at this corner. This corner has been a death sentence all night. Azan's looking very composed though. Look at that.
Dive. Azan is playing his corner out just fine, but it opened up one good time. Let's see if they get opened up again. This time, a sweep.
Yeah, look at that patience from Azan, just working his way out of there, just finding that sweep at the right moment against Charlie. He's going to go ahead and get that crouching medium kick into Bakai. No level 3, though. He's going to spend some more drive gauge. Get it going.
Backs off, goes for another drink. Now you're at level 4. But unfortunately, because you took that risk, you are now down another round. Sitting up here on their final tournament point life right now. Who's going to go further and who's going to bed?
Yeah, who is going to go ahead and get off a little bit early here tonight, but it's looking like it's pretty good start for Azan here, but it looks like Charlie finds the mash out. What's the combo? Does he have the dream?
No, he doesn't need the Just keep it simple. Doesn't want to ruin anything and risk losing that meter for nothing. As we sit here with a Jamie cashing out. It's time for training. Beautiful, Jamie.
Yeah, look at that. He routes into the drive gauge damage there, into the safe jump, it looks like. Look at that. You're burnt out against Jamie. You're in the corner. You find your way out, though. Look at Charlie.
I'm impressed that they managed to do something like that in a situation like that.
Oh! Kept it level-headed, but he's going to get his 2 drinks. Will this kill, though? He's got 3 drinks, maybe a reset into the command grab. Not quite.
He just needed that situation to work in his favor, and it almost did, but now Azan is letting this Ed escape the corner. Charlie here trying to go in and manage to do so, but you're still blocking. Was it really worth it in the end?
Oh! Look at that. Azan taking it with the Bakai. Actually, the fireball, anti-fireball.
Allows you to escape somewhere. Can't use that, then what else do you do? Which is why we have Aki on the screen, because we're about to see the Coward Crouch come out in just a couple of moments here when they're on defense. Ferreras, all offense Cammy right now. Ferreras locked in the corner immediately.
Yeah, I love to see Ferreras play. He plays in such a way that's just so aggressive and so Street Fighter 6, using that drive gauge to the point where he gets every little bit of drop out of it. But I mean, FluxWaveZ is one of those players who absolutely could play from the downside. I mean, he was playing Jazdero earlier and looking like absolutely phenomenal. So.
About to look unphenomenal because right now that was an unfortunate DP. Not too sure what the reason behind it was, but either way, they're still alive right now. But a beautiful crouching light punch to escape. Right now, Ferreras.
Yeah, I mean, look at that. Ferreras just shows you how much aggression he has up forward right at the beginning of the match. Into the level 1. You're in the corner. You're in Ferreras' territory now.
Is what I would have said, but I don't agree with that. Look at that perfect parry. Look where we at right now. Now you're in my territory. Get back in that corner.
Just kidding. Going back to Ferreras' territory into the Spiral Arrow EXDP, the classic, slightly minus into EXDP. That's going to be FluxWaveZ. Go ahead and confirming off into a nice level 3 situation here.
And I must say, the way that Ferreras uses that Spiral Arrow as more of a spacing tool and a bit of a trap, beautiful into the stun combo, by the way. I don't think this kills, but we're going to get level 3 for not for FluxWaveZ, for Ferreras right now. So anything can happen at this point.
Yeah, absolutely anything could happen, but the driver is going to find his mark, but the stand light kick is going to whiff, unfortunately. And FluxWaveZ finds the whiff punish, stand medium punch to secure the round.
But again, the Spiral Arrow being spaced out like that is really good because if I'm not mistaken, Cammy is a bit more safer when it's spaced out. So it's very good that Ferreras uses that, and it's kind of like a somewhat of a knowledge. Like, do you know that I'm like safe when I do it this far? If so, good. Don't press.
Yeah, definitely more of a spacing tool. Definitely safe on block at certain spacings of it. But I believe, oh no, maybe you missed a little bit misinput on that hooligan there. Wanted level 3, but he's going to get the throw. What is your option here? Throw again, FluxWaveZ tax.
Careful, stand light kick takes it home easy as pie. Good job from Ferreras and what seemed to be a pretty scary round. I'm not going to lie, that was pretty scary for both of them.
Yeah, definitely a clincher there. I mean, FluxWaveZ is a great player. Ferreras is a great player as well. I think FluxWaveZ is just getting into that corner. I mean, obviously, Cammy has some great quarter carry as well, as we were just talking about. But maybe FluxWaveZ could do a little bit more on defense here. Try and get out of this corner like that. Look at that drive rush confirmed.
I want to see a little bit more of strike throw coming out of Ferreras here. We did see some of the guys see a little bit more, but with the drive impact, I don't think we'll be seeing it yet. Nice, this guy poison status on deck, but perfect parry on. Beautiful confirmed with using drive as well.
Yeah, look at him use that drive gauge. Look at that. Ooh, nice. Almost had the awareness to go into that, but look at the level 2. Oh, it doesn't hit
no!
though. Oh, the pop hits. Oh no, the perfect parry. What's happening?
Mistimed a whole lot of stuff, and we're still mistiming because right now it is time to move into round 2. That last round, Jesus.
Yeah, that's definitely gonna hurt FluxWaveZ. You wasted 2 bars on that. Unfortunate, no ATR dive kick there, but the delay overhead's gonna find its mark. Big combo here. What's this Oki situation here though? Safe jump.
Ooh, okay. The reverse wave from that far. Where heavy kick wants to keep his Cammy honest as possible, but a DP to escape. Fortunately, that DP change doesn't really work out for Cammy when she's on defense in the corner. However, Ferreras does not care because guess what they have right now? Their offense. That's time for Aki to start blocking.
Yeah, definitely time for Aki to start blocking. It's one of the things. Oh, Aki gets out of the corner though. Stand heavy kick into drive rush. Will take it though. I believe that's going to send 1-1 for FluxWaveZ and Ferreras here going into, this is winners finals, I believe.
Yep. Final side, and whoever's going on to the King's Throne, as I like to call it, will be sitting there pretty able to watch the other contenders come up. Will it be Ferreras or will it be Flux? Let's see here.
Yeah, look at that. He's actually getting that drive rush stand heavy punch there into the stand light kick, but he's going to find his confirm here. This might be enough. Level 1 scaling. Nope, he's absolutely dead. Ferreras taking it.
That's some good optimization right there. I can't even cap. Let's see if we can get a little bit more out of that. Already starting us off with EX dive kick pretty fast. Ooh. You saw Ferreras try to go for what seemed to be like maybe the start off of a back heavy kick, but it just was not going to work out in that situation.
Wow, look at that. Just ripping the EXDPs there. Does not want to deal with the pressure against Aki. Aki definitely does have some very scary pressure. Ferreras looking really low at the drive gauge, but the wake-up DI is going to catch him out on that. The patented Spiral Arrow.
Was prepared for it that time. I get it, FluxWaveZ. You understand.
Yeah, I mean, that's the beauty of these first to 3 matches, right? I mean, that's one of those things you can actually, like, learn to adapt, but FluxWaveZ is going to catch that chip kill. Keeps all the meter for himself.
Adaptation is key to winning this match. Both players are adjusting to each other very well, but we're going to see more coming out in a bit. What I mean by that is that drive impact on stand heavy kick was an adjustment for Flux. They threw it out knowing that Ferreras loves to play with that stand heavy kick a lot. And there's the level 2 finally catching Cammy from the sky. Don't jump at me again.
Yeah, definitely don't jump on the Aki. You got some great anti-air options here, but gonna go ahead and send it with the DI again. Very DI happy. Gonna get this full combo though. Will build enough bar for another level 2, but I don't think he needs it. Level 1 will secure it. Gonna be 2-1 for FluxWaveZ over Ferreras. Ferreras is breaking down on this Cammy a little bit. FluxWaveZ is getting to him.
Yep, I think a lot of this is coming from Ferreras wanting to be aggressive versus Aki, which is not the bad choice here, but with Cam, you also want to, like, when you have them in this situation right here, you don't want to just keep pressing, you want to try to go for a throw at some point. Keep them in check, keep them honest. Right now, Ferreras in burnout, 0 bars a meter, you gotta hold Aki pressure. Look at Aki, building up that drive meter back to have an edge over Cammy right now.
Yeah, I mean, this is definitely one of those areas that you don't want to be in against Aki burnout. This is a very scary area. She's the queen of burnout, but Ferreras finds his way out.
And still finding their way in after getting out of that situation. Aki low on life right now with a meaty crouch heavy punch. Just that. Ferreras is up around once again.
Beautiful. Looking very good here. Looking very good here, especially from Ferreras. I like the adaptation both of these players are doing. Big back throw on that. Perfect parry, though.
Do we see a drive impact come out at this corner right here? Nope. Side away. Good choice. Yeah, there it is.
Gonna be burnout on both players here. Obviously, Aki's a little bit more favored in the situation, but Cammy has some scary things to do here as well. Yep, gonna go ahead and get out of that situation with the level 1. Not afraid to rip the reversal.
And with the way both of these players are playing at burnout right now, it's looking like, never mind, FluxWaveZ is going to be getting theirs back, but Cammy is soon to follow right after. Got to hold some pressure, but good job with the stun. Understanding that by the time you get that drive back, you're going to be dead. False hope.
Yeah, I mean, that is also one of those areas that I think Ferreras had some decision-making to do. Even if he did, or even if he could react to that drive impact, do you really want to do it? Are you confident you can win that round, or would you rather save the meter?
It's a lot of decision-making that goes into this. So good. Beautiful, perfect parry. Yeah, throw.
Oh, look at that.
One. You gonna do it again? Oh!
Ooh.
Wait.
Ooh!
I was hoping they wouldn't get hit, Your Honor. I was really hoping they did it.
Definitely not hoping. Definitely no bias here, absolutely whatsoever. But yeah, that Ferreras is going to find that drive rush there, heavy punch there. That's going to be a 2-2, I believe. Ferreras and FluxWaveZ putting on a show in Winners Finals for us.
Far so good. Okay, Ferreras, as we step into the final game here for both these players, understanding that that DP is getting punished.
Yeah, DP is definitely getting punished, especially with this Oki situation.
Oh, no.
Yep.
Don't
Dead.
do it again, Ferreras.
Not dead. Ooh, not quite dead.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I mean that's that thing you were talking about earlier, Kumo. That's the poison. Yeah, I mean it might just do a little bit of chip damage over time for you, but what happens if you press on it? You blow up.
And Cammy is still blowing up. Has Ferreras given up this round, or are they just trying to figure out what's coming next? Lots of wrong guesses right now, but thankfully, perfect parry slowed it down just a little bit to escape. However, it's time for FluxWaveZ to continue their offense like before. Beautiful optimized combo to put us to the corner. One more throw, and another throw could do it, but chooses not to go for one. Allowing Ferreras to escape the corner. Level 2 here coming from FluxWaveZ, and interrupt by Flux. Withstand. Good job.
Yeah, very fantastic. I mean, that's one of those supers that's very different. His options that he's got in order to try and get in. He's got a few of them. Obviously, at that mid-range level, he can actually do donkey kick to kind of try and secure a knockdown. But, I mean, I believe we were shown that the heavy Tatsu is a pretty good answer to some of them. But I think the most important thing that Harouto can do is make JP, make Jazdero play in that footsies range, not this full screen range.
And the best part about this is that Harouto does have access to JP does have something to worry about whenever they're not throwing out any other projectiles of their own. Beautiful spike, but unfortunately it wasn't beautiful enough because you got punished for it clearly. Back to his mid-screen territory, JP slowly inching to the corner. What a jump back!
Yeah, very good jump back. Very good awareness. Oh, look at that. He's going to go ahead and get that fat punish on that OD amnesia into the safe jump again. Ooh, going to go ahead and get the punish counter sweep. Get the nice jump out. EX portals.
Oh, goes for the overhead axe kick, and Jazdero getting some damage in there with a command throw reset. And unfortunately, I don't think Harouto was prepared for it because they did parry, and this allows Jazdero to take that. And I think what Haruto wanted right there was to parry a projectile, not a fake out.
Yeah, I think he was definitely looking for the high-low mix-up that JP has off of
Mhm.
that situation there. But yeah, I think it was a little bit of a brain fart on both players because the command grab whiffed and you're stuck in parry recovery. That's a little bit awkward for both players.
My guy did two, I don't know how many, that was like, what, 3 counter hits in a row I saw from Haruto right there.
Yes, it was. He's absolutely ready with those, ready to catch him pushing buttons, ready to stop him in his tracks.
G-stop, not done just yet. Projectile already. So far, so good. Haruto is actually navigating this matchup kind of well, but just not good enough for JP. Is still catching Ryu with a lot of these stray hits, and it's still adding up over time. But Haruto finally in the corner, tried to go for an overhead, but it got interrupted. Just around that range.
Yeah.
Uh-oh.
I mean, this is that one thing that we were saying earlier. It looks like Haruto is doing very well against this anti-zoning stuff, but it looks like he's trying to burn him out a little bit, do some drive gauge damage. They like kicking the donkey kick, gets the confirm, anti-air comes out. What you to do with that portal on the screen?
Oh my god, the crouching medium into level 3. Beautiful. And that right there is going to change our tides here. Let's see how the waves ride.
Oh my god, he did level 2. He didn't cancel, but he's going to do level 1. Oh my goodness. Look at that, Jazdero, with the awareness that his projectiles got eaten. Decides to go ahead and send it with the level 1 Haruto. Unfortunately, gets hit by that projectile level 1. Wow. Good stuff.
Messed up. That's messed
That is a
up.
little messed up. It is messed up.
I can't even lie. Jazdero snug victory just like that. And we're still sneaking victory, starting us off with a perfect parry. What seemed to be Haruto's round. Never mind. It has still seemed like Haruto's round so far.
Yeah, I mean, Haruto with these meaty Hashogeki setups, burn it all, do the damage, get the round. Wow, Haruto's looking very, very confident, very in the zone here.
Well, you have to be locked in versus JP. Look, if you can't lock in versus JP, I don't know what else to tell you, dog.
Yeah, I mean, you're pretty much doomed if you don't lock in against this character. But look at the fireball war that he's doing. Oh no, OD amnesia, but he gets out, he gets away from it. Confirms into the heavy Dingin Hasho.
Why you gotta run away from me, dog? Matter of fact, another amnesia. Level 1. Don't you talk to me again. And we're still comboing off of that.
Yeah, I mean, one of those things that I think is a little bit ridiculous that you can combo off your reversal. But hey, you know, we do what we can here.
It is what it is. Yeah, that's fighting games for you. We always got some jank happening here. We got a good combo happening off of perfect parry there. Just wants that spacing, wants that range, but decides to go in, and that might have been the fault, right?
Yeah, I mean, look at that dash check there. Haruto is absolutely awake, but the anti-air whiffs. He's going to go ahead and confirm into it. Ooh, nasty. Oh,
Okay.
unfortunately drops it, though.
Think they should just went for the grab right there just to make things easier on themselves. You would have had Ryu in the corner and would have gave them much more scariness to worry about. However, that stand stays to Ryu taking that.
Yeah, it's going to be 1-1 Haruto versus Jazdero. That is looking like some fantastic matches here. Even though they aren't in the winner's side, we still got some fantastic matches. These people are fighting for the chance to be in grand finals. Look at that jumping, though. Big jumping.
Look at that throw. One good throw so far, so good. Poking out. Oh my god, Jazdero is just throwing out those buttons, but Haruto wasn't budging an inch. Wanted something to happen so bad. He's like, ooh, you're gonna press here.
Oh no! Oh my!
Oh, this is okay.
If that worked, Kubo, if that worked,
we might have to just we might just have to patch the game again.
Yeah, like straight up. Yeah, absolutely. I don't blame you for that.
What I can blame you for right now is the fact that JP is once again off of what seemed to be a misinput on the super, is now chipping away Ryu's health right now, and is still chipping away. What a jump to escape, throwing out some projectiles to fight back, jumps over Spike, but the Swede not punished. Step on them J's, aka Shin, because Ryu doesn't have shoes on right now.
Yeah, Ryu's one of those nasty people who's just raw dogging his life with bare feet in a coliseum and bare feet in the temple. You know, he's just got them dogs out. Look at that. That's what you were talking about earlier, Kubo. That forward heavy kick, anti-air. Yeah. Look at the damage Jazdero gets off of this.
Dude, look at where the drive gauge is as well. See, this is what happens when you run around here barefoot, bro. I told you about that. You got the gladiators in the background. You so happy to be near them and stuff, but you fighting JP shoeless, bro. bro. And you died for it. Jazdero up 2-1 right.
Yeah, I mean, especially when you fight JP with no shoes on, you gotta be extra careful for those spikes. That's going straight into your foot. That's gonna hurt later, I promise.
Bro, that's a debuff for real. I'm telling you, dog. Right.
The shoeless debuff.
Shoeless debuff, bro. That's Ryu special. Look at this. Just because you ain't got no shoes on, you whip that DP, and you're gonna be in a much more worse situation. Cause look where the spike is. Look where the portal is. Where these projectiles are coming at. JP with crouching medium, locking in place. Now you're in burnout, all because you didn't wear no shoes. Now you gotta die.
Twitter.
There's no level 3 in this one. There's a level 3.
Oh, there's no level 3, so you can't post it to Twitter. It didn't kill either, so you definitely can't post it to Twitter. I'm sorry, Jazdero. I'm sorry.
But it was still a clean round, though. You gotta give him that. He ended off with a throw. He had a nice, beautiful looking link happening. I like what I was seeing. Okay, maybe not. Okay, it was JP. I ain't gonna lie, it's JP. But do I really
Wait, hold on. You can't say JP's carrot. Only Azan can do that. He's getting the nice Tatsu here. Look at that meaty fireball there. Now beat that out. He's gonna go ahead and confirm it to the OD Digit Hasho. Ooh, very good stuff. I like how Harouto is keeping that OD amnesia in the back of his mind and respecting that as a wake-up option.
You know what? You saw Harouto go for the target combo into the Denjin charge, which was a first for me. I honestly think that definitely it helped out a lot. With Denjin charge, you got access to a much more stronger Shogeki. Surprised Harouto isn't doing it just a little bit more when they have range on their.
Yeah, I mean, that's something you very got to keep. Maybe sometimes the threat of it is actually a little bit scarier than the actual move itself because the damage he can get from OD Digin is crazy.
OD itself.
Yeah, absolutely OD.
Battle of the crouch medium kicks, and JP was just throwing it out there. Wanting Harouto to press so bad, but we got a throw instead. Spikes are imminent, and Jazdero. Harouto trying to go in and was able to do so, but just pressing a couple too many buttons right now. He's got to play patient, and there it is.
Yeah, that's going to be Harouto knocked out of the bracket. Thank you so much for coming out. Jazdero is going to go ahead
in
and
the chat, by the way, don't care bear. Because, yeah, that's the thing. They did change that, which is a good thing. But I'll tell you what didn't change, this match right now. Jazdero versus Azan. Jamie versus Bison, like I predict.
Yep, yeah, this is the good stuff you really want to see here. I mean, look at that bomb pressure starting us off very early on. This shows you that one little mishap, one little missed anti-air can absolutely send you straight to the corner in this game.
And with Bison, is going to be a lot of that. You get one hit with Bison, and he will put you to that corner to play his gameplay. And Jazdero definitely likes to play a lot of strike throw when you have him. He has you locked in. But Azan has shown to be very resilient, very aware of what's happening a lot of the times. Even when it looks like they're not winning, it's downloading data at the end of the round every time. Just like we're about to download some right now. Level 1 didn't kill just yet. Jamie's trying to fight the way out. Goes for double dive kicks, but unfortunately, that hitbox sucks, my boy.
Yeah, you got the extended hurt box on all the dive kicks in this game, but the trade is all Jazdero needed. But look at that. He's going to get the crouch medium kick into the EX scissor kicks. Look at that. Corner already.
And you're still getting caught by the corner. What a beautiful conversion from Jazdero to get another mine on them. And right now, it is Azan's time to just stay and block it out. And I like this. Look at just block. Don't do nothing else.
Yeah, I mean, that's some good stuff. A very good patience there from Azan, not to get caught pressing somewhere you really don't want to be caught pressing. But he's going to go get the nice confirm. He's going to try to push him back over to the corner. Not as much corner as Bison. But look at that whiff punish, though. The sweep coming out.
They call me Jamie, master of whiff punish and everything with sweep, getting my drinks. Look at this offense. One grab, nice, give me a drink. Level 4, pop that off. Alright, backing away, I ain't gotta do nothing. Scissor kicks, that ain't stopping me. Going in, no too mellow. Uh-oh, we're done for. I'm sorry. I'm
yeah,
so
we're
sorry.
definitely done for here. That's gonna be the level. That's gonna be the level 2. Spicy super. I love this super. The cinematics for this, they just absolutely cooked with that. Look at that.
The sound effect when the crunch hits, dude, like, ooh.
Meaty,
bro.
Meaty.
Hurts so damn. But going into round number 2 immediately, Azan already on the losing side here with the set count being 1-0 in Jask's favor. However, kind of changed that with a combo like this. Momentum has started.
Yeah, momentum has definitely started for Azan here. That's all he needs. I mean, we saw that he's a little bit of a late player when it comes to the set count. Likes to go ahead and keep it good. Oh, look at that. Stand medium, stand heavy punch gets the counter hit into the crouching medium punch. EX. Oh, look at that anti-air.
Oh
Look at
my
the awareness.
god! That was a crazy DP to go for right there. I thought that would have traded.
Yeah, I did too as well, but Azan said he knows what's up. He's gonna go for the confirm here into level 1. I believe this will kill.
Okay,
Yes, it
okay.
will. Had me a little worried there. I know Jamie gets the
Yeah!
damage debuff, but
Yeah. Dude, that... Oh, yeah. I was very scared about... Oh. Whoa, I didn't think that could even... That was a very interesting situation to be put in, but Jazdero capitalizing off of such a small-looking scramble.
I mean, look at that. Not afraid to go ahead and send that. I mean, that's one of those things you really got to be comfortable with. Like playing against Bison, you got to know when to press. You got to know when to do your bar. You got to know when to do your EXDPs.
Mm. Nice locking in with back heavy kick right now. Very plus on block move. I think what at +1 if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, +1, +5 on drive rush. Look at that TK EX dive kick though.
TK DK TK
Ooh.
dive kick. Oh my goodness! Offensive started. And medium punch coming through. Yep, goes for the low, trying to catch them blocking high maybe, but a throw. And now it's 1-1. Loser center.
Yeah, Zahn is definitely showing off his true Jamie colors here. I mean, he is just such an interesting player to watch. Everything he does is just filled with absolute sauce. It's just perfect Street Fighter from a character that can't play perfect Street Fighter as well as other characters.
I also think that a lot of Azan's offense comes from him being a late booster. And what I mean by late booster is that they're just downloading some data and just getting a lot to work with. The moment they get started, they're like, all right, I got your offense. I know what you're going to do on your wake-ups. So with that being said, I'm going to take it by storm. Getting the palms in, getting another drink. We're at level 2. Stepping on with the breakdances, swapping sides left and right. Here's the confirm. And this is going to hurt for goddamn sure. Never mind. Throw him out.
Yeah, nice little reset there. Azan realized that it wasn't going to kill with the level 1. Jazdero was ready to take it, decided to try and parry. But Azan just saying, hey, I'll just welcome throw you. Keep your thumbs
Yeah,
tucked, right?
yeah, I'm gonna just come on by. I'm just grab my little alcohol. I'm gonna just give him a little sip real quick. You ain't gonna be prepared for this. And look where we're at right now. Look where we're at right
Little,
now.
little sippy.
Little sippy, little patience. Responds, Jazz responds in kind. Finally getting something started here, but Jamie's the one with lesser health right now.
Yeah, I mean, look at that. He's going to go ahead and get him off of him with that EXDP. Gonna go ahead and try and get some more normals going here. That stand heavy kick is a really big problem for Jazdero. Obviously on punish counter, big combo, but the target combo whiffs.
It's okay, because these straight hits all add up at the end of the day, just like that right there. Yeah, crouch medium into breakdance, and another one into another breakdance. Good job so far. Make sure it counts. Target combo, right? Break it out. Level 3. That's all she wrote.
Yeah, but that's some great awareness from Azan to go ahead and convert that stand light kick into the full combo, dump all the resources, go ahead and confirm that kill. I believe it's going to be 2-1 for Azan over Jazdero. Azan is looking to get these runbacks here.
When you send somebody as strong as Azan down to loser, I think it's only fair that you can just be like, time to lock in, because I didn't want to go down to losers right now. Oh, caught you pressing. Got the mines on him. Oh.
Ooh, big DP punish here. Optimal starter. Stand heavy kick straight into it. Yep, he's going to do the EX head stomp. We all know the combo. We all know it is 80%. Well, even though it did get nerfed, but we're going to gloss over that.
Well, it's Bison. I don't think it... Even if you nerf this damage, guess what? You're still dealing with Bison. It doesn't matter what you do to him.
Yeah, it really doesn't matter. He's still going to do his scissor kick game. He's still going to do his stand heavy punch. He's still going to do whatever he wants to in the neutral. Look at that. Confirm into it. Nice throw there. Going to get some more Oki going. Tries to bait it, but gets called out on the shimmy.
Oh, what the palm. There it is. Coming out for once. But I also like that Azan here, just to go for like a stand light punch like that right there, either wants to confirm it into the target combo to get a drive rush, or just wants to check the situation. But a beautiful forward heavy kick into the full Rekka, and you're dead.
Wow, look at that awareness there from Azan to go for the full Rekka instead of trying to spin the level 1 there, trying to keep the meter, but look at that anti-air. Wow, the awareness.
Oh my goodness, Azan is in the zone right now, playing out of their minds. And by out of their minds, I mean according to plan. All according to Keikaku, bro.
All according to it, but he's gonna go ahead and find the mash out. Gonna get a little bit of space there, but
Oh,
he's gonna
no,
do the
no, no,
confirm,
no,
but he hit him
no.
in the air!
It don't work like that, Azan. I'm sorry.
Oh no, no juggle point on that forward heavy kick there, but oh man, that's gotta feel bad if you're Azan.
Yep, and it's still feeling even worse because now Bison is catching up in the life lead right here. Is even up their health bars just a little bit, but finally able to fight back. Never mind. Punishing. And is going to build level 1. Is going to cash out like so. And taking it 3-0. Jesus. Or 3
I
to
think I
1.
felt a little bit of anger on that last combo there after that forward heavy kick at the level 3 drop. I don't know, that combo from Azan felt like it had some hatred.
So this is how Azan went down last time. Fighting Cammy and then having it in the favor of Ferreras, but then bringing it back 2-2. It was a close set previously, but now we get to see if things have changed this time.
Yeah, we definitely get to see what adaptations Ferreras and Azan both have done. I think having the previous match in there is especially important and really good for the hype building that we have going on here. I mean, this is a very, very... Ooh, look at that cross cut!
But this is definitely a very interesting match, or definitely interesting run back to say the least, and it's looking like it's going to be the same outcome as before, with Ferreras already on offense, putting Jamie in this low life situation where they can just play very, very cautiously. However, Azan whipping a throw and getting punished for it instead. Unfortunate right there as we step into round 2.
Yeah, that was a little sketchy there coming from both players. Both of them with that throw there, but he's going to find the frame trap with it. Look at that. He's just ready for it.
Oh, that dive kick is big. And it's tough to want to play how you usually play with a character like Cammy. It's got good range, got good speed, walk back speed, good buttons. But Jamie, with a stand heavy kick of his own, has a very good button. Which is exactly why it brought us to closer and closer to the corner. And now we're at the corner.
Yeah, we're definitely at the corner here, but look at that TK dive kick coming out, finding his way out of the corner there. But Azan just going to go ahead and send it with the EXTP. Doesn't want to play that defense, but looks like this could be it right here. Is he going to kill Ferreras with the level 1? Is it enough? Look at the scaly, look at the pixel. There it goes.
Blow for blow, word for word, bar for bar, and round for round. Azan, staying alive in this as every given possible. Nice crouching light kick to kind of check them, and then the EX ear bolt. Wow. Okay. You know what, Ferrari? I'm sorry I disrespected you like that. Have a throw.
That's the special. That's the Ferreras special right there. That's what he does. Slightly minus EXDP. You love to see it.
My man is piloting that car just like a Ferrari, bro. I'm telling you, he's got his foot on the gas. No brakes in sight here. Okay.
Yeah, there are no breaks. Look at that. EX Rekka into the level 2, though. He's going to try to get something started here, but unfortunately nothing. He doesn't bite on it. Throw into throw. Takes it. Wow. Ferreras taking it up one by Azan. Look at that. Very good rematch. This is as hype as I thought it'd be.
Definitely hype. And I think this also comes from that maybe Ferreras just match a lot. Look at how they're playing. They're not going too far in. They're just playing at Jamie's range where he kind of can't always contest. And for Azan to have to be in that range consistently like that versus Cammy, it's not fun. However, Cammy's in the corner right now. And they can just keep them locked in with a DP on the dive kick like that. Still in the corner though. Can't fight away yet.
Yeah, this is one of those things. I think Azan is such a good player, especially for... Ooh, look at that whiff DP. Unfortunately for Ferreras here. Gonna send them both into burnout. Oh, doesn't quite punish, though. I think Azan is such a good player at adapting what their opponent does for certain type of playstyles. You see Azan's pressure, it looks like he's taking it straight out of Ferreras' book.
Right, but the thing is, in burnout, frames change and so do properties. That spiral might have been plus, and it looked at like the heavier version too, so it definitely may have been more safer than usual. However, that's not stopping Azan from fighting back on round point, already up one over Ferreras here. Still trying to keep Jamie locked in his corner, but it's not working out just yet. Fighting back, spiral arrow.
Not working quite just yet, but he's going to try and fight his way out of the corner. Finds a few normals, but doesn't get the confirm. Finds that TK dive kick from Ferreras here, though. Look at that. Look at these normals. Look at that EXDP.
And that is where EXDP shines the best at in the corner, because you still have to deal with a Cammy who's already in your face compared to what she was before, where she swapped sides. But whiffing a DP once again, unfortunately for Ferreras, you're going to have to eat a level 3 here, my friend. You're going to have to eat a very terrible situation, because I don't think you're dead. But let's find out. Behold, my secret art. Saigo! And you are.
That did a little bit of damage there, Kumo.
Well, you know what they say. When times are tough, snap them in the neck like Liu Kang, you'll win. Alright? I learned that from Mortal Kombat. If there's one way to get rid of your opponent, it's to kill him raw in sight, like Azan did to make this 2-1 over Ferreras right now.
Yeah, I mean, Azan is looking extremely confident here. It's looking very good. I mean, Azan is absolutely adapting as we go throughout this match, and as we went throughout the last match. Oh, a little bit of a whiff dive kick, though. Big confirm from Azan, though.
One of these days I will stop. I will learn how to count better, because it's still 1-1. Chat, y'all gotta correct me more often. What did chat at? Y'all supposed to be correcting me. Y'all don't like when I get things wrong. Matter of fact, I ain't getting this wrong. This Cammy's dead. I lied. And guess what's happening? The tides are turned. Jamie's getting hit. Drive impact. Now Jamie's dead. Check it out.
I'm sorry, Kuma. I was just you commentator cursed yourself. That's impressive, actually.
Hey, look, I'm prepared for it. All right, this is part of the job. This is what I'm supposed to do. This is what y'all like to see.
Yeah, I mean, that's absolutely one of those things that is, oh my goodness, it's saying the commentators curse, the power it holds over even the commentators. Look at that.
I stepped into this booth for a reason, and look at all those Strolus. Oh my goodness, finally DPing away. Thank goodness Azan is alive. However, you might just eat another throw in a second here, but we got level 2, so maybe not just yet. A punish on the drive reversal, though. Good job from Azan staying alive.
Oh man, Ferreras is just absolutely swinging when he comes to it. He is ready for it. He doesn't want to get into the pressure here, but look at that combo. That's optimal.
Still optimal with the Records falling up right after.
Yeah, that is some crazy stuff there. Look at that. I mean, Azan has just got the pressure down to a T in burnout. Those EX dive kicks, he knows they're plus, he knows they're ready, but look at that whiff punish.
And it's even better because you can tire D that dive kick like Cammy just did right there a little bit earlier. But a beautiful whip punish with stand medium kick. And it's good that it's going for that a lot of the times, right? But you can't see it no more. There's one throw. Let's see if we get another one. Trade.
Look at that trade. Oh my goodness, that's a lot of damage into the nice little setup there. He's gonna, oh no, EXDP.
Yeah, definitely might have been a bit of mistiming right there. I know what they were trying to go for, but it just did not work out right there. So far, good. Just hanging around, dive kick, lock it, Cammy in, still chipping away her health bar, still chipping away. Did you press?
No, you didn't. Azan taking it up to 2-1 now over Ferreras. I mean, the adaptation is clear as day. I mean, look at it. It's just absolutely, he's ready with all the answers, all the EXDPs, all the answers that Ferreras is throwing at him.
Well, this means Azan is only doing one thing. Like you mentioned, adapting. However, it's crazy to see that they adapt after not having played in, like, after one set, they haven't played so long. But that's why it's first to 3. Download. Understand, you put stuff in the memory bank.
Yeah, I mean, look at that. Ferreras keeping his thumbs out of his pocket. But look at that. It's going to whiff, unfortunately. But he doesn't get the punish with the driver stand heavy punch. But he's going to get a nice little throw here. Start it off.
It's alright. We just take it easy anyway. We breakdance on him real quick. We'll get a punish for us. Okay, I gave you that one. Backing off right now. There's a DP on dive kick. Good response, by the way. Uh-oh. Okay, just great. Barely out of range.
Yeah, I mean, look at this. You can see from both players here, Azan is actually starting to stop taking a few of his turns because he is afraid of the DP from Ferreras, because he is a little DP happy. Let's be honest.
Yeah, definitely happy with the DPs right there. It's all right. We're still in this dive kick, and there's a DP right there. Azan wanting, oh well, Ferreras probably thinking Azan was, but no dice.
Yeah, I gotta go ahead and get that drink to start us off. Look at it. Oh my goodness. Nobody's blocking. Nobody's blocking. We don't play Street Fighter to block. Look at that. Oh no. A little bit of a misconfirm there for that crouching medium. Trump tries to reset with the drive impact, but Ferreras is ready with the level 1, as he always is.
Nice crouching medium from Cam right there, putting us into the corner right now. What a punish. And this should be death. Yep, I think
Maybe.
so. I think so. Yep,
Oh,
I know so. I was right. I was right.
yeah.
I
You
was
you
never
weren't
wrong.
even worried about it, were you?
No, I wasn't worried at all. I've never been wrong. You know what I mean? It's just never happened.
That's true.
It,
That's true. I mean, yeah, absolutely. I really don't blame you
even,
whatsoever for saying that.
even if I'm wrong, I'm always right. Frankie herself said that to me.
Well, I like that. That's a good one. But you know, I like more of those anti-airs off from Azan here. But Ferreras is even going to spend the drive gauge on the
Hmm.
EXTP to burn himself out. Look at that. He's confident.
Man, bro, that punch is so good. My commentator over here is robot now. Like, what's the robot's name? Bender from Futurama. It's all right though, cause guess what? Azan is once again on offense. If you don't like Jamie, well, that's why Cam is here beating up on Jamie. Still playing this range
Look at
right here.
that. Absolute whole day just throw.
Mhm.
It's
Oh
a
my
EXTP.
goodness,
Hurry. Look at that.
man, bro. You know what? Hey, yo, bro, Funkbot 10,000. Can you tell me how this match is about to go right now? Funkbot, help! Jamie's not losing.
Don't think Funkbot's gonna be here for pretty low on the draft. That fire getting with Ferreras is like just a little bit too antsy in the neutral. Listen to
It's okay. It's okay.
level 3.
Level 3? Okay, okay. Funkbot is actually spitting some game right now. I'm not gonna lie. But look, let me take over for a second. Cause check it out. We're not done. We gotta make sure this hurts, and we're gonna make sure we're in burnout. Locking in Ken with a throw, and GG no re Ferraris is down and out 3-2. Just
Yeah.
like Ferraris did Azan.
FluxWaveZ has been extremely strong the entire tournament. And Azan, obviously, we've just been watching him all night, it feels like.
Yeah, I definitely been watching this. Wanna know why? Because Azan is a good. It's good. He's a good player. I like
Uh,
it. But FluxWave is
yeah.
also a good player, so I like it. It's hard to pick when it's just good Street Fighter happening in front of me right now. Swinging
Yeah,
for the fences, playing neutral. Like, come
they
on now.
definitely play in neutral here. They also play in two underrepresented characters when it comes to it. I'd love to see Aki. I'd love to see Jamie. Both of those characters, not the classic Shotokan type karate characters that we have that are so popular in Street Fighter, but it's so fresh and so interesting to see new like these characters.
So far, so good. And look at the way Flux is playing right now. Understanding that not only is this grand finals, but if you let this Jamie in, we're gonna have. So far, so good. There's the Record EX this time. And the best part about this is that Azan understands that FluxWave wants to play that range game, but Jamie does also not need to engage in the slightest bit. However, that was the worst kind of engagement I've ever seen, only because you're getting hit for it. I don't like that for you. I just don't like that for you.
That is a little bit unlucky. He's gonna get the puddle on here, and he's gonna go ahead and go for the straight throw loop into throw. Very good stuff from FluxWaves, taking the confident round one in grand finals. He is on winner's side, but Azan is here to defend his titles on the loser side.
Still, yep, and we're still defending these titles. Two-time champion over here going up against someone who have they even won a 9MOONS tourney in the past? I don't even know.
I mean, FluxWaves is absolutely good enough to win one of these tourneys. Let's be completely honest here.
I mean, I don't believe it's not like I don't believe in that. It's just when you got the two-time champ here making a name for themselves. Because look at where we're at right now. Well, when we're not getting hit, of course, is that Azan is blocking, patient, not scared at all. Throw.
Yeah,
Gotta
yeah,
get
he's
that
willing
drive.
to take those throws, especially when you're poisoned like that. It's very important that you were talking about earlier, Kumo. Oh no!
Uh-oh. Oh!
Wow, wow. Okay,
And
just
from
like
there,
that.
yeah, I guess. I mean, shucks. Be right back once.
I mean, fair enough. Look at that.
Fair enough. Hey, fair enough.
Yeah, fair enough. I mean, yeah, it's looking like some good stuff already, though. Yeah, suppressed envy in the chat. Flux has definitely won multiple times in the past. He is a very good person. I mean, let's be honest. The way he plays his Aki is just so clean. It's just so concise. It's just so calculated, and the way that Azan plays this Jamie is completely mirrors that. I mean, you saw we got down to like 30 seconds in the first round.
Right, and that when it goes down to like 30 seconds, that's how you know the match is just no longer a regular Street Fighter 6 match. It becomes a different Street Fighter type of. Both players are understanding of their positions and bracket. Both players are understanding of characters and weaknesses and their strong points against each other. So playing around that becomes more critical here. You see Azan making use of Jamie's beautiful stand light kick to try and put us to the corner, which they managed to do so. Burnout. Flux, previous winner of a couple of 9MOONS brackets here, trying to make sure Azan doesn't become a 3-time champ.
Yeah, but I think Azan definitely has something to say about that. Goes for the jab into the throw. Yeah, I mean, definitely you can't count Azan out here, even though he does have to win 2 sets over FluxWaveZ, which is a huge and very tall task. But I think he is one of the people that can do it.
God, you gotta be one of the people that can do it. If you got this far, you didn't get here this far for no reason. You got here for a reason. Azan is making that clear. Flux on defense now. Unfortunately, got hit for a couple of times. Not dead just yet. Still is very, very healthy.
Yeah, still got very much a lot of life to work with here. I mean, that poison is taken away, but look at that. That sweep gets punished. Max range, crouching heavy kick into the big corner carry throw. What's your option?
Punish that DP. That's my option. As a matter of fact, it's gonna be a final round. Matter of fact. Oh man, I can't even say matter of fact again. I spammed it too many times.
That's true. That's actually so true. I have that problem as well. But we're going to go and get some started with the throws here. Look at that wake up sweep. He's absolutely ready to call out the shimmy. He said, I don't know what Oki you're doing over there, but I don't trust you. EXDP to get him off of him.
Well, you see, here's the thing. My name's Aki. I like to press these buttons and that bubble and throw out that whip, which is like, you know, something that's supposed to keep you in check. I also like to be a little snake and get my confirms like I'm doing so right now. And I'm going to put you to the corner, and now you got to play my game. You're still getting hit. Level 3. Check it out. Bink. And just like that, down another game. 2-0, actually.
2-0 already. FluxWaveZ looking extremely strong going on here. Azan is looking like he's grasping at straws. I don't know what he can do here. What do you think he can do to maybe control the neutral a little bit better against the Saki?
Well, definitely the standing light kick came through for him that time. Maybe he could use it in certain ranges where he might think reach, or just throw it out just to see if Flux might even just take the bait for a second. Going in is definitely one thing, because Aki doesn't really have a whole lot of reversals outside of her level 1. It's risky to go for. You see here, Flux is doing a good job on defense, but Azan staying good with offense. What a beautiful jump in. We're still going in right now. Done just yet. DP.
Yeah, big anti-air coming out from Azan there, keeping him in the corner. There's another DP just for the road. Look at that. Doesn't even have a drink yet. Gets his first.
Got somewhere getting the way out of the corner right now. FluxWaveZ trying to make this a 3-0 situation. Azan wants to stay in as much as possible, just walking back, walking forward. Walk speed definitely makes a difference, but for Jamie right now, who manages to get in and take that round in this set.
Yeah, I mean, Azan's looking really good here. I think he's doing those adaptations that he needed. He's already up around. Look at that. I said, get off me. You spin 2 bars, I spin 2 bars.
Exactly.
He's okay with that trade.
We going blow for blow, man. And a dive kick on the snips? Okay. I thought that would have traded, but you know what? It's all right. Flux is still not scared, and we're getting a punish. How could he ever be scared? Overhead.
Yeah, I mean, that's something you really got to man up and do, especially sometimes against the Aki. Look at that. He's ready for it, though. He's ready for that drive impact. He is not getting caught sleeping at the wheel here. He's going to go ahead and level 1, get him out of there, find another low confirm.
Bro, come on, bro. I got gas money on the line for this right now. Flux, you can't do me like this, Flux.
I think, unfortunately, Flux is going to do you like that. And that is one step closer for Azan to get the reset point. But Flux has just got to win one more game. And that's all it takes.
Bro, gas prices here are $2.59. Flux, if you don't win this, it's not going to be $2.59 no more, bro. But I'm also trying to see if Azan's going to be the messiah of $1.59 gas. I need that right about now.
$1.59 gas? Say less. Who am I betting on?
Exactly, bro. We got to bet on Azan right now, bro. Because look at the deficit that they're at. Poison is on them, 0 bars a meter, and it's got full gauge of drive. Now lowering and lowering that health bar. Oh, no. No. You can't let this
I can feel Azan getting ready to open Twitter and complain about throw loops.
We'll have to see, because right now Flux is not complaining about throw loops in the slightest. You get thrown, it's your fault. Take the throw.
True. Yeah, so true. I mean, like, look at this. I mean, just Azan walking him down very slow to the corner. Gonna get some more Oki going here. Yeah, look at that. Look at the pressure. Look at the TK dive kick.
And medium kick trying to give Azan away from them as much as possible. They were poison whip, but the EX dive kit managed to go in. We got 2 drinks up. Another EX dive kit, gonna get 3 drinks up. Yo, bottles up. You want to okay, I thought it was EX that time. I was ready for it.
Yeah, I mean, this is some good stuff, but it looks like FluxWaveZ finds his way out there. Gonna have to be really expensive to try and get out. Gonna spend 2 bars for the EX Fireball into the... Another 2 bars for the EX Flip there, though. He's gonna get the back throw into the corner. What do you do here, Azan? You're gonna wake up EX TK Dive Kick into the EX DP. I got all the acronyms today.
Well, you're not checking it, so you may as well keep doing it. Oh, but runs all the way in with a claw to the face. Nicely done from Flux. He's got the upper hand right now and he needs to keep that before they lose all their cards and has no more points to be spending right about now. Far so good from Azan on defense right now, but FluxWaveZ is just steadily trying to open them up. Are we going to be seeing a throw eventually? Yeah, decides to back off.
Oh, look at that. The perfect parry on the fireball into the drive rush to call that out. I really like how patient Azan is being here. He's not letting anything get by him too hard. He's going to go ahead and get a nice little knockdown into the corner, though. What does he do next?
Well, he jumps up again, right? Keep walking this Aki down to the corner, but FluxWaveZ trying to fight back as much as possible, and giving Azan some room to work with here is not your best friend, because right now you're taking some damage, and it's about to go into level 3 as per so. I don't believe this is death, but this is definitely a situation for Flux to be like, oh, okay, what am I doing?
I don't know. We've seen Azan's combos before. We've seen how absolutely accurate he is, but he's going to go for that nice little safe jump setup here. He's going to go ahead and jump over the DI. Azan's going to take it up to 2-2 against FluxWaveZ in grand finals.
Azan, you only got one more game to make this a reset and make sure Flux can play this game longer for you to download.
Yeah, I mean, we'll see exactly how that works out. But look at that anti-air. The heavy whip is going to go ahead and do it. But look at that. He's absolutely aware. If you whiff that throw there, you have enough time to do a DP in response.
I think the steam is blowing out of Flux right now. There's no more gas left in the tank. He's just running out of options, it seems. Not sure how to deal with this crazy Jamie gameplay here. Beautiful dive kick to go into the Rekka, and now we're at the corner once again. Oh, that was cheeky. Goodbye, Aki.
That was a little bit cheeky. Absolutely. Azan is going to go ahead and take that first round of the final game for the non-reset point for the grand finals. He's looking very good here. Look at that combo. Ooh, juggles.
Then a throw for once, and then we're going to see another throw. Yep, another throw. You won't do it a third time. I told you we weren't going to do it a third time. That's why Aki throwing you instead.
Never wrong.
Uh-oh, is that gonna... Huh?
He's dead. Wait,
no. This can't be real. That can't be real. That just can't be real, and it is.
Wow. Oh my goodness. Azan with the awareness that level 3 will take it out and secure him the reset in grand finals, trying to defend what he is going for his 3rd Street Fighter 6 monthly in a row. Oh my goodness. Azan with that level 3, he just has the matchup knowledge that's going to punish there. Look at that. That's crazy knowledge.
Dude, I was expecting that to whiff, and that's the craziest part about that. But yep, shout outs to Azan for staying alive, bringing that back from what seemed to be such a very, very bad, what I thought was going to be a 3-0. Never doubt Azan. Never doubt the machine.
Never doubt the machine. Don't forget, he's got that firmware update installed. He is ready for it. He knows what you're going to do. He's just, look, I mean, as I was just saying.
He's kind of playing around right now. FluxWaveZ finally getting something started here. He's got poison on him once again. DP in response.
I mean, look at that. Look at how FluxWaveZ is controlling that space right there with that light lash there. I think it's so important that it's very difficult for Jamie to get around these fireballs, and I think FluxWaveZ is using it to the absolute pinnacle.
The way Flux is playing right now, you're not wrong. Pinnacle, but you need to play very compact and not be too afraid to fight Jamie with some close range spaces. Now you want to play in Jamie's range, which is not working out too much, it seems. Azan already able to get in right here. Jockey in the corner, don't press too much. Uh-oh.
Look at that confirm, that stand medium kick into the EX palm there. Big reward there. Look at that. Oh, no punish on it though. That's not going to be quite enough to go ahead and kill. He doesn't want to spend that level 3 in this early round.
It's not worth it. And a matter of fact, I think what scares me even further is that you walked down Aki after she did that. That's scary enough in itself.
Yeah, it definitely is a little bit scary there, but Azan's going to get the nice jump in over that light lash there to secure the second round. Maybe get his first game going, but it definitely can't count FluxWaveZ out. I mean, look at how he's controlling the neutral here. Back throw into the mid-screen here, though.
And back into this mid-screen territory we're encroaching right here. What a beautiful trying to keep Azan out of their faces and use it to kind of space themselves out, but that is why you shouldn't do that. It's punishable.
Yeah, that is one of those things that you got to be very aware of, especially when it comes to an EX. DP comes out, FluxWaveZ is going to get the big punish. He has level 3 on deck. He's just go ahead and burn it early. Keep it simple. Don't overcomplicate it. That's going to be game 1 of the reset over to FluxWaveZ.
Yes, sir, it is. Beautifully done. The masterpiece has been created. Game number 2, both players immediately restarting this match right here, and I get it. I wonder if Azan's gonna do something different this round.
Yeah, there's no talent, but he's gonna go ahead and get punished on that sweep there, though. That crouching heavy kick from Aki is a very large button, very good button for punishing. But he's gonna go ahead and get throw down. He's getting pieced up right now. 3-piece from Raising Canes.
Oh no, get that Caniac combo out of my face, dog. Stand heavy punch to try and get something started right there. And he's still throwing it out. Yo, you gotta stop pressing.
Yeah, you definitely got to stop pressing against Aki. She has absolutely so many good frame traps, so many good things that are safe on block. Great spacing traps as well. That crouching heavy kick, obviously giving Azan some trouble here, but the driver stayed heavy punch you were talking about, Kumo. There it is.
And it's finally coming out the play, and Flux was just giving Azan a little too much room to work with. Forward dashes and back dashes just should have been regular walking. Instead, you gotta eat another punish kind of throw, and that is round 1 for Azan in this bracket reset.
Yeah, this is looking really good stuff here, but look at that EXDP. He's absolutely ready for it. Does not want to deal with that EX Fireball pressure, which I really don't blame him. It's extremely oppressive.
It's terrible to want to fight against all the time, especially when you don't have a Fireball yourself. How can you contest against that?
Yeah, I mean, there's really not a lot of options that JB does have. That's going to be an early level 3 coming out for FluxWaveZ. Wants to do a little bit more of that drive gauge damage. Get a little bit more drive gauge on his end. Try and steamroll the round from here. But we'll see what he can do. Maybe he can try and get him into burnout.
Maybe so, but Azan's not going to let that happen for free, you know. More shot for Azan right here. One more interaction can do it to take this round, and that was what it was right there. That interaction allowed Flux to tie us up for a final round scenario once again.
Yeah, we love to see these final round scenarios. They're just going back and forth like two sides on a coin. I mean, it's so impressive that one person will take a round in this match and then the other one will clap right back, showing that they're not willing to be disrespected like that. I mean, look at that. Staying heavy kick, driver's jab, getting the throw, getting his drink, starting his game plan.
And I will love to say that FluxWaveZ is doing a good job with those crouch and heavy kicks, because when he does it, he's doing it at a range where you either block it or you'll get hit. And if you even so much as think you could kind of close that gap, Aki just recoils herself back enough after the animation. And speaking of recoiling herself back, we're going to be going right into level 2. Not that just yet, but this is not a good situation. Did you press? Yes, you did.
Yeah, you absolutely did press there. That's going to be the fat level 3. We've seen that level 3 a few times here. I think it's very important that FluxWaveZ just keeps his cool going on here. Getting hit by level 3 isn't the end of the world, but it's the end of the Azan's world. That stand jab is going to find its mark, making it 2-0, I believe, in the reset for FluxWaveZ. This is very reminiscent of the first set.
Yep, but it's reminiscent of the first set that we're probably going to be seeing our machine Azan here make some adjustments after this combo ends. 1 DP, they're already start us off. Now there's a whip to kind of just counteract that jump in. Uh-oh.
Yeah, look at that. I like how he's going for that stand medium punch in the air to go ahead and flip him out and reset him. But Azan's going to clap back, go ahead and get the combo of his own. Nice big throw there. Oh, look at these anti-airs. You were just saying there, Kumo. The heavy lash is so good at catching out those high jump arcs from Jamie.
Right, but that's not good for catching Jamie, because right now you just lost the round for doing a super. And I think they were expecting Azan to press there, but the thing is, Azan doesn't always press right there. It's good to just play patient and just see what your opponent does on part of your responsibilities, playing an offense defensive type of gameplay.
Yeah, I mean, that's one of those things that Azan has extreme. He's been ready for it the entire bracket. He's been fighting Ferreras. He's been fighting a few people who are just extremely EXD DP happy. Charlie as well. But look at that. Look at the whiff punishes as well. He's gonna go ahead and go into the level 2. He's gonna get the install going. What's the option here?
Oh, wow. I like the block straight from Azan. That, you know what? That would have cost somebody else, but it's not catching Flux, unfortunately. However, the Rekkas are definitely catching them this time and decides to go for the level 1, but a beautiful jump over. Flux is going to be eating some big damage for right now. One throw. We're going to be seeing another throw.
Yeah, look at that. There it is. That patented EX dive kick, but Azan is ready for it as well. That optimal punish driver, stand heavy punch punish counter. Again, he's going to secure it. He's not going down without a fight. I mean, what? We went to 2 to 3 to 1 to 2. Look at how they're flip-flopping these rounds and matches, Kumo.
Well, it's because Flux is just honestly kind of giving it away. You don't want to win. You're throwing out that super at low life. I don't think that's a worthy choice to be going for. But what do I know? Couldn't really see the offense happening. I'm not the player. I'm the guy behind the screen. What I also talk about behind the screen is that was a nice combo, but bonded in kind. DP on your jump.
I mean, fantastic combos coming up from both of these players. Big, nice little confirm there from the Coward Crouch. Big anti-air, though, from Azan. He has the awareness. Look at that counter hit confirm as well. Yeah, look at that. They're absolutely ready for him. Big, perfect parry from Azan, or from FluxWaveZ, though. Gonna go ahead and try and secure it. Is there damage? Is there enough?
I definitely think that's enough. You're dead, my friend. And FluxWave is once again sitting on tournament point potential one at that, no less.
Yeah, I mean, this is one of those things that it's very important to try and keep your head level when you're this close to victory. You don't want to get carried away. Don't want to get, too autopilot-y, because Azan will find that and he will poke holes in it, just like he poked holes in your jump there. Look at that.
Still poking holes in the game plan. He's not done just yet. This character is still alive. They're not dead until they're dead. Dive kick coming through once again. Stand medium kick, but fighting back strong right now. It's FluxWave who's evening up the odds with the health bars right now. Whittling their health lower and lower with that Toxic Blossom still on them. That's 2 throws in a row. That's 3 now. Hold up.
3. Oh no, there's
4?
a 4th. Oh no,
No,
throw
no
loops.
way.
Don't open Twitter. Oh, but he finds his way out. He gets the nice little mash there. TK. But he's going to go ahead and spin the level 3. I think that's death. Absolutely. Azan stays in for just a little bit longer.
Dude, Flux is just getting these rounds super duper close, but it's just one mistake or just not believing in the full confidence of throwing around more. It's just kind of hurting him. Let's see if Azan's gonna tie us up once again 2-2 like before.
Yeah, I mean, he absolutely can do it, especially if he keeps these DPs on lock, not letting Flux jump. But there it is again. Azan clapping back with his own jump. Gonna go ahead and catch him out here. Gonna run some offense. Not opening him up, though. He's a tough nut to crack, FluxWaveZ is.
Definitely not a slouch. I can give you that much. Look at where we're at right now. 74 seconds on the clock. Going down to that 70 counter right there. Beautiful confirm off of a small button known as stand medium kick. 4 heavy kicks is trying to lock them in place right now. Oh, and this is where we see Azan's true shine. But
oh no.
Drive impact. I think this is gonna hurt. They got level 3 on deck right now.
Yeah, definitely has the level 3, but I don't think he's going to quite kill with this combo. Decides to save the level 3, go for the reset, but that's one throw. There it is again. What is he going to do? Oh, meaty stand, heavy punch, but he goes for it. Oh, the anti-air. Azan's ready. He's in burnout now. What are you going to do here?
You gotta go for it. You just gotta go all in. Don't stop. Don't stop. Yep, and it's not stopping. It's 2-2 in the loser side.
Wow, Azan keeping his tournament life on the line just like that with the big cojones, the big options, the correct options, and he's going to go ahead and look at the momentum he's bringing into this final game of Grand Finals.
At this rate, my guy Azan about to be a 3-time champion. Look like Flux don't want to win no more, but he's throwing him around this time, and I think he does want to win still. Throwing him once again. Those throws were working out before. He needs to keep going for him now. It's been catching Azan off guard for the most part.
Yeah, definitely been catching Azan. Definitely been one of the things that he needs to be careful about. But look at that. There's another throw there. There's another throw there. Throw fighter 6. Look at that. Jab little checks him out.
I wish you would throw me again. Matter of fact, go into this record. You knock down. Let me see what you're going to do. Or run up and throw you right now. Never mind. I'll do dead kick and get punished for it.
Oh
Wait,
no,
oh,
look at that. Oh, that lash was crazy sniping him out, but this is exactly where you do not want to be. Look at the little shimmy there from FluxWaveZ.
oh my God! And Flux, unfortunately, not able to close it out just yet. Azan jumps up and gets caught by the poison mist. And that right there is Flux's round. Once again, tournament point for Flux right now. Can they bring it home? Oh, what a
Yeah.
punish!
Oh yeah, definitely looks like he missed his jump in there and just went for the down 2 kicks, the Tensho kicks, I believe there.
Mhm.
And he's gonna go ahead and get that EXTP to get it started there, but he tried to sneak in an extra drink against FluxWaveZ in the final round for him.
He's getting a little bit gutsy. I ain't gonna lie. That gusto is important with level 3 drinks on hand, but are you gonna be able to use them? Because right now you're getting thrown. Backstall probably want to bait out an option. Still pressing some buttons right now. Flux on offense, but aims to get out.
Ooh,
Oh!
ooh, ooh, that's gonna be the level 3. Yeah, that's gonna keep him in the game. We're going to final game, final round, grand finals reset. If
Double
this kills.
100. Nah, hold up.
Oh yeah, okay.
It
Jamie
never
moment.
looks like it does. It never looks like it does, I swear. I'm in this.
It
Are we
never
in this?
does.
Are we in this? Hold on. We got one more match. Got one more round. Who's gonna take it? Stay tuned. Don't go nowhere just yet.
Yeah, hold that little coffee break that you were getting up for. Hold that little pee break. I promise you, we're getting into it. This is the final match, final round of here. It looks like it's a good start for FluxWaveZ, but Azan is clapping back immediately.
Have to. There's a parries coming out once again. Another throw. Same situation. Flux was throwing him around a lot. Azan was not falling for it though. It was able to, take the throw this time. Sub. The anti-air.
Yeah, one of those big important things that you really need to look out for. I mean, the EXTP getting out of the pressure there. Look at that. 60 seconds on the clock. Gets the check with the stand jab from Jamie. Big target combo. EX dive kick there. He go ahead and spins it. He's got 1 bar drive gauge. He can burn him out here. Look at that.
He definitely could, and I don't think he needs to. Matter of fact, we're just going to hold on to our meter for as long as we can. There's the perfect parry, and now you're in the corner. Will Flux take it?
This is bad.
One throw. Poison bubble.
This is bad. Oh, he takes the throw. Oh my God, look at this. He's going to try and chip him out, but he gets his drive gauge back. Azan is your Street Fighter 6 9MOONS monthly 3 times in a row winner. Azan with the awareness that the level 3 is not going to be quite enough to burn him out. Great stuff. Oh my goodness, what a match. What an ending.
Oh my goodness. That's been insane, dude. Like,
That's gotta hurt if you're FluxWaveZ. I know that. I know that absolutely.
That's definitely gotta hurt if you look. And that's, whew. Well, it is what it is. Azan taking it 3-2 twice in a row from losers to grands, and I think that right there just goes to show why you need to keep playing this game consistently. Players like that will sneak up, take it away from you any given moment. But with that being said, we're at the end of our tournament here. Thank y'all so much for coming out and watching. I have been CoolMoko. Find me Twitter, anywhere possible. I'm always chilling. Make sure y'all always run that match Reno too, by the way, because we're rated Knuckle Dew, who might be taking some codes as well. Blender, is there anything you want to say to the people?
I just want to say thank you so much. Thank you, Don't Care Bear. Thank you, Envy. Thank you to all the players who came out today and gave us some excellent Street Fighter 6 matches. Congratulations again to Azan for holding your title down. And thank you, Kumo, for joining me on the mic today. It was fantastic being with you guys today. Thank you so much for coming out, guys.
Take it easy.